We are live, WrestlePurists Podcast, episode 119, hosted by myself, currently AO, Rob, Chris, Ibu, myself, Charlie should be joining us at some point as well. And yeah, man, this is, the WrestlePurists Podcast where we it's a lot more looser. We have we have people in the live chat sending their questions and takes and super chats and stuff like that. But we do have a few subjects that we want to get into. Obviously, the free big AEW signings that they've brought in recently. We want to talk about the impact that they might have and kind of discuss around who might have the most impact and talk a little bit about WrestleMania and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and all those things. And whatever you want us to talk about in the live chat. But first things first, please like, subscribe, send those super chats. And yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Starting with my fellow co-host, Chris O'Bread, joining us. What's going on, bro?
Hey, everyone. Hope everyone... First off, I always want to say I hope everyone's celebrating Ramadan and participating in Ramadan and is having a good one. I hope you had, I hope it's going well. Yeah.
Beautifully said.
Are
you fasting this year, Chriso?
Oh, I am not. I'm not. I can't.
Bro, that was a whole ordeal last year.
I tried last year, but
bro, niggas say he was fasting.
Tried for 30 hours or something.
Said he was fasting. Came on unpierced with a yogurt cup. I was
first 10 hours about water was kind of crazy, but
Yeah, I can imagine trying to do it for the first time as an adult must be like crazy, But, yeah, man, respect to everyone who's doing all the fasting, Ramadan, all that, big respect. But yo, Ibu, speaking of which, you recently broke fast, and how you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. It's just my days off are now really, really stressful because I find myself just spending hundreds of dollars worth of groceries on food and stuff because you have to prepare food that you have ready to eat in the morning. So fasting itself is very easy. I can't lie to you. It's the act of just not eating is easy. The tough part is preparation, making food, having food on deck, running around, cooking for people, which can be kind of difficult. But alhamdulillah, I'm doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Just another year. I've been doing it since I was 12 years old. So it's chill, man. Ramadan.
Wait, Ibu. So you pay the bills in your crib, right?
Yeah.
And your family. I don't want to put too much of your business out there, but your family members stay with you, right?
Okay.
And you gotta do all the handiwork. And
bro,
you gotta cook for these niggas?
Bro, it's a lot, bro. It's here's the thing. When
brother.
Bro, it's a lot.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. It wouldn't go like that. If it wouldn't go like that, he was like, yo, bro. I'm paying the bills around this motherfucker, bro. Get to cooking. Get to fixing shit.
Here's what happens, because I'm only off 2 days, right? And on the other days, niggas gotta just figure this shit out, right? When I'm off, it's not that they're telling me to cook, but what happens is, if I don't, niggas start wandering up to me like, "Yo, so what's going on? What we eating tonight?"
You ordering a pizza?
Literally, it's like, yo, so it's all shit. What we eating? It's like, what you mean? But yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I'm a family-oriented man, brothers. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
But I still made it here for the podcast because I do enjoy making content, so I'm here with my niggas. You know what I mean? We out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just chilling, We got Rob, fresh off the island of relevancy. What's going on?
Oh, no, I'm doing good. I'm doing it as well. I've been fasting as well.
Really?
Yes, I have. I have ordered.
Bro, why are you surprised? Rob fasted all last Ramadan.
Yeah,
because he doesn't make a big elaborate fucking deal.
You know what's funny? Rob is actually Muslim, right? But he's just Muslim and he stays in his corner. He just does his thing. But Chris, who was doing it for an aesthetic last year, wanted everybody to know.
I was not doing it for an aesthetic.
Wanted everyone to know.
I was actually trying.
He was just doing it for an aesthetic, doing it for the lifestyle shit.
Bro.
Doing it to up his aura or whatever he got going on, bro. Like,
niggas be doing it for the aura, bro.
Are you Muslim, bro?
Yeah, I don't know how this is Monty, but American blacks love if you're like a hard dude, it adds to it a little bit. If you put that little cap on,
yo, they be like, yo, don't fuck with that much.
Yo,
that
I got
Muslim nigga over there. He hard.
Yo, I got niggas at my job, right? That just be always mean mugging. I walk by, I'm like, what's going on, Terrell? Assalamu alaikum, gang. I'm like, all right, bro. Assalamu alaikum. yo, I'll talk about some food. I'm like, yo, ain't no pork here, right? No pork in my fork, dog. I'm like, no, there's no pork. No, there's no pork.
Shit. Yeah, I just ordered my shit for iftar, so it should be here in like 20 minutes. So.
I did not know. I've known Rob for 2-3 years. I did not know this nigga was Muslim. I feel like
a bad person
because you don't like your friends.
Bro, I didn't know Ibi was Muslim until.
Yeah, I got annoyed as fuck. Monty's you Muslim? I'm like, yes, nigga, I told you. What the fuck are you talking about? I was so pissed at Monty.
I thought Ibu was one of the. I can't cap until I like got like really know Ibu. I thought Ibu was one of the niggas doing it like just to be a Muslim. So yeah, I was like, what is this nigga like? He was using the word like I was like, what is this nigga doing? Like he's not, but he was like, yeah, I'm Muslim, bro. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. So yeah,
who's this? I hope this isn't a Fed troll in the chat. Nigga said,
what happened?
E, were you willing to admit the rankings failed again? What are you talking about, bro?
No,
bro, I don't look. Yes, they did.
Oh, someone was in the Discord earlier. I was plugging like this show in there, and I saw someone say something like, "Where is it? You know, I'm gonna find it."
I haven't been on the WrestlePurists Discord in like a year and a half, bro.
Well, you should be,
no,
don't care about the people.
You know? My fault. No. Shout out to WrestlePurists Discord. We probably should like find a way to like get involved in that again.
Where is it?
You know?
I'm gonna find this shit.
No, we should probably start plugging in some more and stuff.
Yeah. We don't plug it enough.
Certain heavy fixtures of that Discord.
You know? Here it is. In the Discord, just randomly came across this. Everyone ready to admit that the rankings failed for a second time and should never be brought back. Can't believe Ibu tried to get us excited over them.
I was kind of doing a lot.
Did Ibu do that more so than anybody else that was like kind of into it and thought that it could work?
I was just kind of saying, like, when AEW is getting back on track with the Continental Classic, I'm like, well, follow this shit up with some rankings, nigga. You know what I mean? Just put some rankings on. You know what I mean?
Oh, we got Charlie.
Check the records.
Charlie has joined us. Need another fellow Brit.
Why did Charlie pull up with the gang sign?
It was half a heart. Don't do that. I just put home.
She came in.
I literally sat down. No, I was doing half a heart because I had my drink in the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, hi everyone. I'm here.
Yo,
she's here.
What's cracking?
We are. What was it? What was we even talking about? We're talking about the AEW rankings. Let's just start with that. Fuck it. You know, we're here.
Looks like they gave it up.
Yeah. Have they still only posted that one update?
Damn, no introduction for AO. What the fuck?
Oh shit!
You know, AO don't need an introduction.
I used to be someone around here, bro. I used to have stroke in WrestlePurists. What the fuck is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen,
like a
King
piece
AO
of shit.
King AO in the building. Rob, let's get some flex bombs.
This is
King AO in the building. Leader of Unpierced Conda. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. AO in the building. What's going on, gang? How you feeling on this Sunday night?
You know, I was told we was gonna go live an hour earlier. Almost fell asleep. I can't lie, bro. Nigga, you know, it's my Sunday. I'll chill on Sundays, bro. I went grocery shopping earlier. Got a little workout in. Got high, bro. Monty asked me. Monty was like, "Yo, can you make the show tonight?" And I was like, "Yes, I can, Monty."
No. Wait, pause.
And then
rewind.
guess what, nigga?
Monty, I mean, not Monty. AO, you did the impression wrong, but you're supposed to say safe and in it. Come on.
Oh no, I wasn't impersonating Monty. Let me get my shit off, bro. Stop interrupting me after I was rudely not introduced to the audience. Anyway, I forget what I was saying, so I'm just chat. Guess what? It's Monty's birthday. That's a shoot. We need big donations. You feel me? Send it in for the yellow boss. All right. You know, he works hard around here. It's not easy. You know, getting all these hooligans together, getting these getting these articles written and shit. You know, getting these tweets out. We're not doing all that.
You know,
we're not singing happy birthday. We're not singing happy birthday.
I mean, you can do your thing, Chris. So go ahead.
I got you, Monty.
Oh shit.
Hold on. What's that blonde lady's name that sang it to JFK?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, you gotta sing it like Marilyn Monroe.
No,
sing it
I
like
don't
that
think Monty
Nah, go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I'll just sing it regularly. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
I'm touched, bro.
You are right.
Good shit. Good content.
See, I appreciate the boss around here. I'm one of the people who appreciate him.
Oh,
Chris, I like your beanie.
You're on.
Thank you. The best starter
pops in the
Pokemon.
live chat for the beanie.
The best starter Pokemon. Cry about it.
Is that
Not
Squirtle?
Charmander.
Yeah, it's Squirtle.
Charmander better.
Cry about it.
Charmander better. Were you a Pokemon guy, Monty? I know you liked Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
Am I a Pokemon guy? Yeah. I'm the sort of person that could like fall into just like, you know, if I watch like one video on Pokemon Soul Silver or something, I could end up just like playing that. For, like,
that game fucking rocks. That game fucking rocks.
So yeah, I could still be like roped into actually like sitting there and playing the game, playing Pokemon. So like, I would say.
I was a kid.
I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, isn't it like a floating timeline? Doesn't Ash still like?
Ash has been, I think, 11 for fucking 20 years.
20-something years.
Yu-Gi-Oh better.
Pikachu will never evolve. Pikachu never evolves and shit. Yeah.
Bro, what kind of cuck shit was that? They had the Thunderstone. Ash had the Thunderstone in his hand. He was looking at this little nigga Pikachu. And Pikachu was like, "No, I don't want to do it." A nigga like me. First of all, Pikachu, you work for me, bitch ass nigga. You work for me. What do you think this is? First of all, you just got your ass beat by that Raichu, all right? And then I got a Thunderstone, and you gonna be like, no, Ash, don't do it. You don't even speak English, nigga. How am I supposed to know what you even talking about? You evolve. I'm putting that Thunderstone to your dome, nigga.
Nigga, Pikachu, you think you're not on the 360, nigga?
Hey, yo, the other thing is like, bro, I remember when I was a kid and I played the games. I was like, now that I actually played the games, I was like, time out. Pikachu got to be like a level 70 at this point, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, that nigga's strong as shit. But then the next season start and some piece of shit like generic bird Pokemon will do something to Pikachu. I was like, bro, I just seen you beat a legendary ass nigga in the fucking Elite 8 last season. Now you losing to a pigeon. What's going on?
Bro, he would really do something to like the fucking Elite Four and shit.
I just seen you do something to a Dragonite.
Next season, like it's literally like the most bum ass bird Pokemons in the grass.
Fucking Pidgeotto, like.
Yeah, what the fuck going on?
Oh, my
anyway,
God.
Enough Pokemon chat. You know, it's a super chat. You know, it's my birthday, so get them in. Jan Theodore, appreciate you as always. $2 Canadian. As a heel, Rocky is legit untouchable, a true GOAT. He's something else, bro. He's something else. Like, Friday was an all timer. You know, it was just.
This shit is going so well that I couldn't even imagine like what this extended babyface Rock run would even looked like at this point, bro. Like,
hey yo, it would look like that gender promo on Raw in January. That sucked.
That was beast though, but doing that every week would have been kind of crazy.
It was beast in like a Dwayne novelty way. Like,
every
week that would have been
he's
tragic.
He's like, hey, brother, this is America. Mana, Terramana, Ohana.
Yo, Cody brought up
full America with it. Didn't he?
That was crazy.
Red blood.
Cody really brought up the Mana shit. That nigga was so mad at that meme on Monday with Michael Cole. He was like, I get it. You know, Cody, the Rock, people's champion, the Mana. Yeah.
He's so gotten to.
He was so mad. He was so mad.
My tribal chief can never. He just ignores you niggas.
Roman is depressed, bro. Let's be honest.
My child chief would never be depressed.
Why would he be
He's on
depressed?
an island right now.
Wait, why would he be depressed?
Why is his older cousin more passionate about the WrestleMania build than him? Like,
because you don't like Cody.
You don't know him and what he's going through
it is,
right now.
Yo, I have enough evidence now to suggest that he just does not like Cody Rhodes, bro.
He built in a case.
Bro, he has shown up for every world title feud he has had except for Cody.
Bro,
Rhodes.
you seen what he was doing. You seen what he was doing to Sami.
He was on every
make
week.
sure that he had a good.
He was letting Sami beat his ass.
Yeah, he did. He actually let Sami beat him up in angles and shit. Yeah. Kevin Owens too.
Got face to face.
They do have one this week. Yeah.
What was it? Anyway,
brother, get my food.
Kale, 20 pesos. $20 Mexico. The Tiffany versus Bianca agenda. Heartbroken emojis.
Is that a thing that's going on WWE Twitter?
Well, people want that match for Mania because it was teased, and it's looking like they might do either a tag or trios match where it's basically the SmackDown Black woman versus the other Damage Control women, essentially.
That's always using Jade.
No, I'm saying like Jade, Naomi, and Bianca because they've all been positioned in opposition to Damage Control.
Damn, Jade been there for like 8 months. All we getting is a trios.
Come on, bro.
Hey man, I mean, if the Jade fans like it, I guess.
Hun looked around and was like, let's just give her like 5 spots in the tag, bro. You know, but yeah, I thought she looked great at the Rumble.
Sprouts $4.99, appreciate it. On Purist Gang, I'm officially going to Dynasty with the family. Much love to WrestlePurists and even Ibu. Appreciate
shout out to Sprouts, we appreciate you, bro. Even you got a shout out.
Hey yo, remember when Vegeta died against Majin Buu and he was like, "Farewell, Bulma, Trunks, even you, Kakarot," and then died and killed himself. That's what I felt like.
Remember when in Super when niggas was like, "Get him, Goku, you can do it, go down," and then Frieza was like, "Dance, monkey." That's me with you on this podcast. That's me with you on this podcast. Get to dancing, Ibu. Entertain the people.
I'm not gonna
dance, monkey.
I'll sing if you niggas send me $50. I'll sing.
Hey man,
we got a few super chats, so let's keep them moving, man. You know, Anjan PN $2. Appreciate you as always. Aloha to the WrestlePurists. Ohana. #Mana. #Mahalo. Smacks arm. Terramana glass. That's what that emoji is now, by the way. You know, if you use it in like if you use it in a WrestlePurists live chat, that's what that glass is now. It's a Terramana glass. You know?
Did you guys see his response to the controversy that like there's heat backstage about him cursing in promos and like the networks are mad at him? Like, did you see what he said about it?
No, what did he say? I've been off the map today, really.
He made a post about it, and it was his fire back at the boys as well as like the networks. Let me pull this up. Yeah, he said network and standards and practices have issues with my language, but I'd rather be real than not. I talk from the heart, shoot from the hip, and always try to have fun.
No hashtags.
So was the report? Was the report that the network was mad or the boys were mad?
Well, the first report was that the boys were mad. They're mad because they feel like they're handicapped because WWE tells them do not curse in your social media, don't curse on promos, none of that. But Rock can be on like social media and say go fuck yourself, and on TV he's calling Seth like a piece of shit and like a fucking clown.
Bro, who in that locker room is actually stupid enough to like not understand that? It's just like, all right, bro, the Rock plays by different rules.
Seth Rollins.
It is Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
bro. I would get it if it was like Brock Lesnar or like Goldberg and niggas was like, all right, bro, like what the fuck, like what's going on? But if it's Austin or The Rock, you just have to hold that.
Well,
you have never been $1 billion box office, nigga. Hold that.
I spoke to a
you just have to hold that.
I spoke to WWE Town this morning about the report. I said, can you confirm this? He said, and he basically was just kind of like, all I can tell you is this. He said the feeling amongst the guys is like, yeah, Dwayne's more over than us, but he's more over because he gets to say whatever he wants. Like that's how they feel. They feel like he can say whatever he wants and we can't.
All right, bro.
They basically because bro, hey, here's the thing. He is saying he's on TV literally telling like you know mothers in the crowd like I know you want this 22-inch Dwayne hammer, which is insane. It's an insane thing to say on TV. You know, but.
He said 2 inches.
Yes, he did say this, Charlie. He was talking about the Arizonans, and he was saying like this place is the leading town for like crack and meth, and he was just like, that's fine with me. And he's on, and some lady screamed at him. He was like, I love you too, mama. I know you want that 22-inch Dwayne or whatever. And it was like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, he's just doing his thing.
Yo, Seth freaking really just laying next to Becky every night, talking about, if I could tell Dwayne what was really on my mind, by golly gee, he would really be in for it. If I could get what's off my chest onto Dwayne, oh good golly goshers, he would be finished. I would be so over Bex. And he probably really believed it too.
Charlie, Seth Rollins on TV said Dwayne is full of poop, and then off air he was like, "What I really wanted to say was Dwayne is full of fucking shit," and like he was doing that thing. So, yeah.
My God,
Yeah.
sounds like really entertaining TV. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
Oh, Dwayne's been awesome. He's been tremendous. Like sincerely,
he did a great little sing, on Friday.
Oh no! I have not seen any clips of that. Like people did not talk about that on Twitter, or at least my timeline didn't.
That's your timeline.
Yeah, I'm tapped in for the Dwayne segments. I'm sorry, bro. He's one of my goats.
When that man looks
fed bad, but I'm here for the Dwayne segments.
When he looked at the camera, Monty, and he was like, "I don't want to talk to Cody. I want to talk to Mama Rhodes." And it's like, what are you doing,
bro? I still think about the first one. I still think about the first one. He said, "Your story will end tragically."
Yeah. That man said he was gonna whip Cody in front of his mother with his bloody belt and hand it to her.
I did see that.
Yeah, what can I say except you're welcome?
That was so fire.
Oh, that was incredible. Oh my God.
He's something else.
Wow. What character?
Hush 199 says Rock's sonning Cody every week. Like, damn, fight back. Bro, it's Dwayne, man. There's only so much you can do,
It's crazy because, like, when Cody was crying on Monday, I actually did kind of feel for him. Like, I was like, that's really sad, man. Like, he was just saying, like, my mom.
You're still falling for Cody crying.
I still, because he was like, bro, like, I can't. My mom is all I have, and he's crying about her, and it really was. I was like, man, I'm a mom.
What the fuck is he talking about? He has 2 siblings, a bunch of nieces and nephews, a child, a wife, an ugly ass dog. What is this nigga talking about? His mom's all he's got.
But my point is, Rock has this ability, right? Like, that was really sad, right? Or touching, right? And then Dwayne, like, on Friday, he's like, my mom used to do. I'm like, bro, like, come on, bro.
Because realistically, like, that shit was goofy as fuck, nigga. Even watching it live, bro, I was like, yo, what is this nigga crying about? Why are you always crying?
Cody's been crying in promos too long for me to go.
Falling for that in 2024 is crazy.
I've been watching.
Yo, that's Cody lost.
Yeah, Cody does seem to think that he's got like one pass a year.
I was gonna say he hasn't cried in 2 years. If we're being fair, he hasn't cried in 2 years. Like,
that's Cody lost, bro.
You should cry like once in your career.
And even the thing
bro,
is,
I'm saying, Monty, I'm saying you got twice, and they better be years apart.
Hey, yo,
how many times have we seen Cody cry, bro?
Bro,
like,
bro, Dragon cries twice a year now, bro.
Yeah, but
it's
different when he's dragging. First of all, second of all, bro, it's like his full-time career is almost over. Like it's different.
And when you came back from an injury that he did, like you get a pass on shit like that.
I look, and no, here's like I don't mind crying.
Not everybody's the same, bro.
I enjoy crying in promos generally, but I was gonna say that is also slightly becoming a cliche. The Danielson promo where he's all scarred up with the chops, and he's like, "I'm just so appreciative of wrestling."
Hey man,
you fight for your life. You
gotta look in the context of these things. This is somebody who sees like
I think there's similarities. It's like, I think with both of them, Cody's performance art, emotional stuff, and Brian's like we can fight, like that shit he does. Like they're both kind of cliches at this point, but I think they're both pretty beast. So.
I like crying in promos. I will admit with Cody. He was 100% trying to get tears out on Monday. Like,
no, bro, I was literally about to say that. I was waiting for Monty to finish up. I was like, bro, you can literally see Cody forcing the tears out.
Hey, you don't gotta cry.
Meanwhile, if he was really a worker, he would know they got this thing in Hollywood. You just rub it under your eyes, bro, and tears start flowing.
Really?
You could just put that on his hand and like wiped his eyes, and the tears would have started flowing, bro. But nah, you wanted to force some shitty tears out. Face fucking redder than a tomato.
It was cute when he's talking about his wife because when he said like he was like, I had face paint and I was taking RKOs every night, and this woman was right by my side, and he was like talking about. I was like, oh, that's.
I will say it is impressive that he was able to bag Brandy while being fucking Stardust.
He was saying like, bro, I bagged this baddie, and I was a fucking jobber. So I like crying in promos. Crying in promos is good, to be honest with you.
Nah, crying in promos is good, bro. But
I don't mind it.
When it's cliche, like with Cody.
Yeah, when you do it like once a year, it's kind of crazy.
2021 Cody was crazy with it. Like every week, this nigga cried.
Bro, when Cody came back to WWE, he cried 3 weeks in a row. That was crazy.
He cried in the first 30 seconds of his first promo back.
I genuinely, I wonder what it's like to just be like a WWE fan who didn't watch any of AEW and had like no clue what the American Nightmare was, and just see this dude crying 3 weeks in a row. But as somebody who watched AEW every week,
it was crazy.
And you just see Cody go to WWE and cry and cry and cry. I'm like, bro, you are a fucking sociopath, my nigga. What you got going on, bro?
I'll admit. It reminded me of like when I would be in a different social circle. I'm running back the same jokes I was telling other niggas a week ago.
nigga looking around, looking to see everybody laughing and shit.
All right, let's keep moving. Todd Bowling, my arch nemesis, but not today. $50 super chat. Happy birthday, Monty. Appreciate you, brother. Even though
who's that?
Someone whose existence is just to troll me,
Monty's favorite Chelsea manager.
Chelsea owner.
Owner.
Yeah. But yeah, $50. Appreciate you. Spreading the wealth, Alfred K.
Oh my god!
I forgot about this bit. I'm crying.
As 51% owner of WrestlePurists, I want to say happy birthday day. Happy birthday day to my dear employee, Monty. That's crazy.
Shout out to Alfred Konuwa, bro. One of the grifters that just like one of the grifters that AEW fans just successfully started to ignore, bro.
It's funny. Someone from AEW actually messaged me about Alfred Konuwa 2 weeks ago and was like, "Fun fact: pre-AEW, really normal, chill guy."
I'm crying.
I knew him. He's a very nice, chill dude, and now he's in this gimmick, and no one takes him seriously and stuff.
How hard is that to be to just like lose your entire audience when you do an AEW bad gimmick? Like, yeah, it's got to be kind of hard.
The thing is, you got to be good at it, and like I was gonna say creative, but they're not creative. But you got to be like,
not creative.
You don't got to be creative. You got to like, I don't know, like be engaging. It's very one note.
Leo, $6.99 Canadian. Appreciate you. Happy birthday to the boss, the CEO chant man, Monty. Appreciate it.
Park it right there, Monty. Let's do a review of this theme song. How we feeling about the CEO song?
It's fucking gas. I love it.
It's amazing.
Ayo did a whole bit.
Yeah, it wasn't even a bit, bro. I was just speaking from my heart.
Bro's got it locked and loaded for his wedding, bro. It's done deal.
Wedding, my funeral. Oh my god.
She did her thing,
Bro,
my child's high school graduation.
I think a rap is like, I don't know if it's good, but it's like kind of fun.
Cry.
Listen, it's my honest review is probably where he was about to go. It's like the actual like verse from Mercedes, like it pops me, Like, I'm not gonna say it's good because it's a wrestler rap. It's a wrestler rapping, but like it's pretty good,
Black Republic.
But that beat is horrendous, bro.
Yo, it is funny.
It's gas.
Well, that's a funny theme, bro.
It's gas. It's literally. First of all,
the CEO chant part of it's good, but like the actual beat, like the Walter remix thing that's going on, it's crazy.
I got a confession, folks.
Respect, Mercedes is half German. Respect her roots. So she's gonna come out to Symphony Number 9. You niggas are gonna like it.
Yo, I can't. Yo, we need
a big Allegro.
Hey, we need a remix with like a wrestle rappers on this.
Bro, I'm ready putting some things together.
Swerve.
Let's just say that Swerve Mercedes song's dropping soon. I'm putting things together behind the scenes.
Hey, what you gonna do if the remix drops, right? And you're listening, and all here's CEO, and all here's is Dolla.
Dollar.
He's like, Top Dollar, the top shot caller, CEO. I'm a boss. I'm a motherfucking baller. He starts just going.
Bro,
not a terrible impression.
I know,
Nice.
I know, sell it.
Because I'm always
Nah,
a CEO.
You couldn't no sell that. We'd have to bring back the Unpurist podcast if
I'm no selling it. I'm no selling it.
Just to review that.
Just to review that.
That was like one of the. That was like. That's like we need to put that in the Hall of Fame of WrestlePurists, you know.
Mm-hmm.
AO breaking down Top Dollar's fucking.
How could it be homophobic? My sister's gay.
That was such easy content, bro.
I think that episode was the greatest episode we ever did. The
Pride Month episode.
Yeah.
Unpurist
Shout
was
out
good.
my Rob.
Unpurist was a good show. AO would just get high out of his mind. Chris's Wi-Fi wouldn't work, and they would just review on Top Dollar songs.
I'll never forget. Yeah. I'll never forget the first time AO heard Shante Diodati say honestly.
He was like, because he had the back, he backed it up. He was like, what does the nigga just say?
That was crazy. They did that on the Big Pun beat too. Don't want to be a player no more beat, bro. That was crazy.
Oh, that was a good time.
Adonisly.
Oh.
Nah, remember when, and we're not gonna say who did it, but remember when we found out Adonis bailed out what's his face?
Served somebody.
Bailed out Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
And the nigga was like, yo, shout out to Velveteen Dream. I thought WrestlePurists was over, bro. I thought it was over.
I don't know.
It wasn't me, Prisho. It wasn't me.
I don't know who said that shit. Whoever
Charlie
said that
was
shit.
disgusting.
It must have been one of the niggas we fired.
Whoever said that shit.
Monty, you remember Hit Row return on a Canada segment where they thought in Canada they'd be able to do a live rap, and they were like, "Yeah, we back. Yeah, we all the way back, all the way back."
Yeah, that's one of the greatest WWE segments of all time.
Yo, didn't Hunter like after that shit? He was just like, yeah, they're never getting.
Yeah,
they're never rapping live
in
the ring again. After
Bro,
that
Hunter's approach to main roster Hit Row was so funny, bro.
It was so
Just typical like old man. Like, yeah, man, they're young and hip. I'll let them figure it out, you know.
Because they did that in Canada, and like, weren't they in like Atlanta or some shit 2 weeks later where they could have done this?
Yeah, the funniest thing about this, and I was told this at the time, and Top Dollar confirmed this in interviews and in a space of mine, but basically, like, Hunter's not a rap head, right? So he couldn't tell if it was good or not.
You could have fooled me.
No, but
he was just like, yes, this is what the youth in blacks like. Yes.
Yo, he saw the Top Dollar. He's like, "You're sure this is good, right? Like, this is good rap, right?" And he's like, "Oh, of course, bro." He's like, "All right, do your thing." That's crazy.
There's genuinely like not one single cool thing about Hit Row. So like, not one thing.
The swerve version was solid. You know,
they did that shit in Montreal in August, and they were in Detroit a week later.
They were baby faces in Canada booed after the performance.
Yeah.
You know how
baby faces is hilarious. Why would you bring him back as baby faces?
You know how Canada get down.
What is that?
Whoa.
I gotta go get my food. I'll be right back.
Anyway. Brendan, $1.99, appreciate you. Cakes and candles, Monty, massively appreciate you, brother. Massfan84, $1.99. Happy birthday, Monty. What is your favorite anime? I'm not really a big anime guy, but I'm not one of those people who kind of like shoot it down. Like, I would be open to getting into it a bit more, but I'd say Yu-Gi-Oh! Original series. But I couldn't like. Say if I said to you guys now, suggest me like the 3 best animes now. If you started saying like, I don't know, like Naruto and shit, like I couldn't. Like I need to be eased in with like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and shit that's like nostalgic to me, and then I could probably get into like the more like, you know, critically acclaimed shit and all that sort of stuff that everyone talks about.
The first personal conversation I've ever had, I ever remember Monty, is just him being like, "Yo, where can I watch old school Yu-Gi-Oh?" And I was like, I forgot what
I love that shit, bro. I love that shit.
I got mad when I heard Monty was rewatching. I was like, why don't you just read the manga? It's uncensored and like it's not edited for children and things like that. And he was like, that's the point.
Because I ain't a dork, that's why. You know?
I want the nostalgia, bro. That's the point. That's the fucking point, bro. You know? He wants guns and you know, cigarettes edited into lollipops and shit. You know? So, yeah.
Yo, I won't slander Monty's GOAT, but we will have a conversation about Yugi Moto one day.
No, we're not. We
will have a conversation about trash.
That nigga was.
You just underestimate the power of friendship.
No, brother.
You know?
The heart of the cards.
Yo, cartoons and like old animes, bro. Niggas really would just be like down on their luck, about to fucking die. But they're like, yo, at the end of the day, bro, I have friends. Okay,
Nigga, I promise you I was about to die. I'm not thinking about my fucking friends, bro. What the fuck?
Bro, all this shit, ayo, you're on death's door. You just close your eyes and your friends pop up into your head. And
this nigga Yugi, that ass about to die, bro. He be thinking about Joey's stupid ass, bro, with that fake ass Brooklyn accent. What the fuck? Hey, you! What are you doing? Come on, you! Use the heart of the cards. It will affect what's coming up next in your deck.
And I'm like, Seto Kaiba was a funny ass character, bro. Bro, that nigga was on a skyscraper. He said, "Yo, Yugi, if you don't let me win, I'm just gonna jump." So you better let me win.
Yo, Chris, that man said every 10 like life points I lose, I'm gonna take a step back. And he's like, "Wait, what?"
No,
he said, "Nigga, I will unalive myself right now. You don't let me win this duel."
And Yugi really folded. He was like, "I can't do it."
I would have let him jump, bro.
Starts crying and shit.
I'm like, look, brother.
Yo, I was 7 years old. Like, attack directly, nigga. Come on, attack directly.
Yo, they weren't even friends at this point, bro.
No, they weren't.
Bro, Kaiba was straight up evil at that point, bro. Like he just destroyed his like Exodia cards and shit.
Didn't he like
gave his grandpa a heart attack and all
yeah,
that
bro,
shit,
bro.
Like,
just jacked his grandpa.
Bro, you just kidnapped my grandpa. Of course I'm gonna kill you. What do you mean?
Anyway, we went down another anime rabbit hole. I appreciate the super chat. Big Hero Chris, $5. I hope the manor runs strong for your birthday, man. I appreciate you, bro. I've had a good day, man. I've had a good day. Had people cooking for me, cleaning for me. You know, that's what happens when you like. Like I was saying to these guys before we went live. So, I used to be a nightclub event manager for like 8 years, so I've done all the popping bottles, going crazy, getting drunk, getting high, all that shit. Now I just want to be at home, bro. You know, have a nice little birthday cake. You know, smoke a few joints, watch Sting's retirement match earlier. You know, it was lovely. You know,
I respect that.
Anas the Sultan, $5. Appreciate you as always. Ramadan Kareem, may all the oppressed be able to know a Ramadan and peace and freedom. Side note, Takeshita better than all your faves, maybe not Sami.
Look, Takeshita is best in the world level. There's no denying that, but he's definitely better than Sami Zayn. Yeah, I think he's best in the world. Bell to bell, I think he's I think on American TV he's still trying to get his act together. I don't think Don Callis is really helping. He was a really fiery babyface. I liked him a lot as a babyface. I think it could be a killer.
I haven't seen the Yuma match from when was it? Yesterday.
Bro, the match is really good.
I'll say this. I told AO this last night, Monty. He is LeBron 2006, which is that he has the physical tools to already be the best in the world, and just physically, like he's just like athletically more advanced than the majority of wrestlers.
He is the greatest of all time.
Well, my point is like you could tell like there's still a lot more sharpening for his brain to do, but just physically, like he's just physically on a level above most people. He's like
a stud.
He's 6'5", hitting the ropes like with that speed and the power, man. Oh my goodness,
it's crazy.
He's amazing.
He is.
He should wrestle more on the flagship show.
He should.
Bro, I couldn't believe that they didn't get him on Dynamite or Collision after the fucking match he had with Osprey, bro.
I know.
And then that was what, 2 weeks ago, and then even after that. Like he had a Rampage match and shit. It was a good match. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot, but you know.
I gotta watch it. It's Commander, right?
Yeah, it's Commander.
Mm-hmm. Right. Marth, YouTube $4.99. Appreciate you. part of the fam. Y'all aren't ready for Cody getting pinned after The Rock hits the Hurricane Mana. Then next night, Tama Tonga hits the spear and we retain our belt. I don't know.
Ooh, wow.
Murph loves Cody. Why is he doing this?
The only thing Murph loves more than Cody is bits. That like he just does the pop himself, bro.
He does like Dwayne, but yo, I saw the funniest tweet the other day or yesterday. Someone said LA Knight now that Rock is back, and they posted Alex Riley. I was fucking crying.
Bro, LA Knight, son. Like people tell me his pops is still great, you know, and he's still open the arenas. But it used to be, and it's not exactly like I'm going out my way to follow all the Fed fans, but I used to scroll my timeline at one point, and all I saw was LA Knight this, LA Knight that. Your friends would go to shows. You go to shows. Everybody's like, yeah. It didn't matter if it was AEW, WWE, indie shows and shit, bro. I don't hear anything about LA Knight anymore, bro. Like anything at all, nothing.
It's definitely settled. Like it felt like in that time period you was talking about, that few months, mid last year, felt like there was like a movement, like bubbling, like it was getting really close to it. And I guess like they followed through in the sense of like now he's like one of their upper top tier guys, you know, but it's very much just settled into okay, LA Knight is one of the top guys on SmackDown, but he's not winning the world title anytime soon. Whereas at the start of that movement,
he's never going to win.
At the start of that movement when it was really bubbling up, it really did feel like if they really leaned into it, it could have like developed into this like whole thing, you know.
I said this around Money in the Bank time. He's never going to win the world title. Like if they saw him as a world title level guy, he would have won that briefcase back then when he was white hot back then. They see him as a guy who they respect for getting this over, and so they like him, and they're going to let him talk, and he's going to wrestle. He's wrestling AJ Styles at Mania. You know, good for him.
He got the new contract as well. He's probably earning a couple $1 million now. Yeah. You know, so it's like
he's going to win a U.S. title, you know, but he's not getting that top belt.
Well, for them to not just put the briefcase on LA Knight, that was crazy booking decision, bro. Because whether he was gonna win the title or not with it, that would just be a good act, like him with the fucking briefcase, and it would shut the people up that are like, oh, give LA Knight some, give LA Knight some, give LA Knight some, because they were talking about he should beat Roman and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
LA Knight, I'm a fan. You know,
he is better than Cody.
I don't know. Well, anyway, Corey David, $2. Appreciate it. Obafemi is a beast, and at this point, Trick's better than Melo.
I agree with
Trick's got the intangibles, though. You know, Trick's.
Bro, people thought because I like made fun of WWE fans for not understanding the origins of the "Whoop That Trick" chant and thinking they was doing it in Memphis, Tennessee because of NXT wrestling. They think I don't like Trick, bro. I like Trick. I like all black wrestlers in WWE. You know, maybe except for Mr. Adonis Lee, but I like, I root for Trick. I'm a Trick fan. I was just making fun of y'all for not watching any content outside of wrestling. That Trick, good for you, Trick Melo. I mean,
his Ilya match was terrific.
That ass.
How you feel about Melo, yo?
You know, he be doing his thing. He be doing his thing, bro.
Black Yakuza 94, $10. Appreciate it. Reason Roman showed up for his other feuds is because he knew they weren't going to beat him. With Cody, he's genuinely up in the air, so he's trying his hardest to downplay that, man.
I don't think this will be true. This will be true if he didn't not show up last year.
He didn't show up last year, bro. He didn't show up at all. They had maybe 2 face-to-faces last year. The whole Mania.
Yeah, he didn't show up last year and he won. So this doesn't.
He didn't know he was going over until like mid-March. So
that's debatable.
Yeah, because you got to think, even if it wasn't like locked in until very late, it's like Roman probably decided pretty early on.
Yeah, like bro, like he probably wasn't locked in that he wasn't going over till mid-March. But Roman knew in like September. He was like, I'm not jobbing a fucking Cody at Mania, bro. It's just not happening.
Just like how this last in 2023, he probably in his head was like, bro, I'm working Dwayne. I'm not working him at the next one. Like that was probably in his mind what he was thinking. You know?
I need the NOIs to just put one more rabbit out the hat, bro. If they beat Cody at this Mania, I'll never ask for anything in wrestling ever again, bro.
If Cody
ever again,
he said this last year.
I'll never ask for anything ever. Yeah, but then that's.
I need
it, Monty. I need it.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like Monty, I'm giving you full warning. If Cody loses to Roman, I'm leaving the wrestling content.
No, you're not.
I don't. You're not.
No, you won't, bro.
He'll strap for like.
You like yapping too much.
Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, you like talking way too much, bro.
Charlie,
you come back.
That's true, but are you guys forgetting that when it looked like it was going to be Rock versus Roman this year, I literally left Twitter for like a week. Like I just left.
No. You left for 3 days.
You was in the DMs.
No, it was a week.
And you made us, and you was in the DMs the entire time. All right, bro. You try to exaggerate these things to make yourself seem more sane.
It was a full week.
Than you actually are. You were gone you didn't tweet for 3 days.
No, bro. Besides tweeting out the links to podcasts, I didn't tweet anything. You know, I was gone until they changed the match a week later. So,
oh brother,
I could do it. I can
on his ass.
He did the face that night. Well, because I was forced to. AO was like, yo, niggas really want to hear what you think, bro. Niggas really want you on the space, bro.
I can't force you to do a single thing.
But that is the thing with Ibu as well. Like he's a bit of a pussy when it comes to things like that. Like you see if something tragic happens to like Punk or Cody, or even something great on the flip side like Punk or Cody, because Ibu is such a stan for these guys on the timeline. He's like, and he's got like a few followers and everything as well. Like he's one of the more popular Punk fans on Twitter. So if something happened, people are wonder what he's going to tweet about it. And it's the same with like Mercedes, with other fans and stuff like that, and you know, and other bit the elite with obviously like AO and Chris and them, you know, and Charlie of course with the Bucks, and you know, it's so like when that happened with Cody, Ibu does this thing. If it's something tragic, he wants to run away and hide. You know, he wants to run away. It's like me and AO in his DMs, like, bro, come on, man. Like, what?
All of y'all do that though. When when shit's looking bleak for AEW and swerving the elite, bro, you start slipping out a little bit. Yeah,
I be doing my look. I be doing my thing. All right.
Let's tweet for it.
Listen. The streets remember.
Yo, when Punk was terrorizing AEW, we did on Purists episode every single week,
and talked about Punk every single week.
We did it, bro. We did it. We drew huge houses. We did that for the brand, bro. You think we wanted to? It was miserable. that nigga was terrorizing AEW, bro.
That nigga fought Ryan Nemeth, bro, for no reason, just to do it.
No reason.
The streets remember October and November 2023 AO, bro. You were walking around with a hole in your chest.
Wait, October 2023?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Dynamite was really bad.
Oh, yeah. No, that was disgusting. And I was still doing Dynamite reviews, bro.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
I was doing my thing.
You and Joe Holbert just dipped. Like, y'all were like, y'all out.
Look, man. Niggas was talking. Niggas in AEW was talking about Max gonna drop the fucking belt to Edge, bro. I was watching 45 minutes of. I was watching 45 minutes of devil content a week. They was doing MJF and Adam Cole's stepbrother bits, bro. Yo. You know when it really started, not started, but you know when I like just lost it with like the Adam Cole MJF bits, like when they went fucking swimming and Big Show was in the water with floaties as Captain Insano. I'm like, bro, this was genetically engineered and shout out to him, bro, because that's my guy. I'm not making fun of him, but this was a genetically engineered segment for Drain Ramager to post and act like it was the funniest thing ever. It sucks.
Do y'all remember the one where they were acting like they were at the Outback and they were like Australian, like?
Bro, it was all terrible.
True.
It wasn't good stuff. But Ayo's point is that he still grinded through these times. You get me?
Grinded through it,
Ibu
bro.
tries to run away, so we're trying to work on that as a family for Ibu to face his problems, on like a man, you know. But anyway, so like if Cody does get pinned at Mania, we're gonna try and make him face the music, you know. He's not gonna because he's gonna cry and run away.
Rob, you will be the host of the Raw review if Cody loses.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Rob, come back on camera, bro.
I'm eating right now, bro.
Jan Theodore, $5 Canadian. If he truly dislikes Cody, how Roman be convinced to put him over since he and Heyman mostly book their angles, and also his cousin is on the board.
Rock would convince him. Rock would be like, "It's alright, bro. I got."
Bro,
something.
if Roman like refused to job to Cody, I honestly think he might be able to pull it off. Like if he used every single bit of stroke in his body humanly possible. Like Monty, I'm 100% sure they could have strong armed that Rock match. They could have just strong armed it, bro. And he could have dropped the belt to the Rock. But I think even Roman knows.
If they could have strong armed that Roman Rock main event, they would have. So,
you think? I think they could have, bro.
He would have got hijacked, bro.
The thing
honestly, if they wanted to hijack it, they would have just done this Hollywood Rock shit like almost immediately and turned Roman babyface and said, "Fuck you, everybody in this company and everything that we've done for the last 4 years. I'm turning babyface with nobody beating the tribal chief." Like, they could have done it. They could have, Monty, and they didn't.
The reason why they didn't strong arm it is because of Dwayne. The thing is, Dwayne, as insane as he is, he does understand wrestling. He literally was just like, all right, if these people are if I'm not gonna do this match, they're gonna hijack it. So what the fuck? They like this Cody guy? Fine, we'll pivot. Like that's the bottom line there, you know. And so because he understands wrestling, even if Roman doesn't want to put him over, and he probably right now doesn't want to put him over, Rock will be the one to be like, just fucking do it. We'll make it work. We'll make money. We'll do our stuff later. Just do it and trust me. Even if you don't trust Paul, trust me. So that'll probably be what ends up happening. It'll be Dwayne Johnson talking Roman into it.
Bro, I don't ask for much, God, but please just have Cody lose.
Push 199. What's the Wrestler of the Year power rankings so far? Top 3. Well, if we can throw this around, what names come to mind straight away?
I have Danielson number 1, Osprey number 2.
Yeah.
Who's number 3?
I think number 3 is the spot to actually talk about because the top 2 are kind of pretty obvious, to be honest.
My ranking is unironically Danielson at 1, Dwayne Johnson at 2, and Will Ospreay at 3.
How can you be Wrestler of the Year when you haven't wrestled?
Because Charlie, just when the graps is so real, you know. Like,
I get the vibe.
When it's just so electrifying,
it's not even.
You know,
he's cutting some of the greatest promos in the history of the promotion. Like, I'm not even.
You know what? I'm tripping. After the week Takesha's had, I got Takesha at 3. But if Dwayne's disqualified off my list just from not wrestling, but I understand if somebody would want to put him on their list just off of these promos. I do. So I can respect that, but I'm not doing that.
Max was a roadie.
I've still got Shingo up there, so
I do have Shingo up there, but that evil match last night was, bro. Oh my god.
Boy. Oh boy.
Sammy's been really good since coming back. Like, really.
I've only seen like 2 matches.
Drew's been really good this year.
The Hobbs match.
I'm trying to think of WWE people because obviously like
Darby's
the AEW one, and like Darby's a good shout as well.
Takeshita really probably is up there. Every match he's had this year has been like excellent.
What else has Gable done? Because I watched the Gauntlet match, and that's my WWE match of the year so far.
Yeah, it's the Fed match of the year. Him and Sami on that.
What has Gable had other like great shows? Like, obviously,
he had a good match against Oliver.
Yeah,
he hasn't really done a
not a great match. The Iron match.
Someone said Nia Jax. Respect.
Oh brother.
Yo, hey man, quietly British Strong Style's been cooking in the cut.
No, hold on. Anyway, moving on.
Who are
Butch?
That's not their name.
Why are you setting up my Birmingham brothers like that, bro?
Please,
let's just move on.
Pete Down and Tyler
Let's
Bate
just
alone.
move on. You've been trying to set my guys up. 6 star. We love 6 star 499. Appreciate you as always. Oh God, I'm gonna botch this. Apologies in advance. Sayaka, Kurara, and Natsupoi tags are real business. This is the sport of queens, the sport I fell in love with. Fire emojis in brackets. Shout out the WrestlePurists fam. Love y'all. We love you too.
Love you, sis.
Diamond Lights, $4.99. Appreciate you. I don't see a Cody win that's not Starcade 97 like Roman politics last year, and I honestly think he's either doing it again or losing by some BS. I think that Mania main event is gonna be like straight up. BS. It's gonna be like straight up attitude era, run-ins, drama. You know, the pitch that pops me the most is the Steve one. You know, it's like Cody's about to get fucked over by Dwayne. It's all fucking about 12 bloodline family members have already been involved at this point. And
are we expecting any legends?
Dwayne, the final boss has got Cody. He's about to lose, and then you hear the glass shatter.
You think Steve's coming?
That'd be really
I think that's on the table. 100%. I think that's on.
What do you think has a higher chance, Monty? I'm gonna ask you this: Dustin Rhodes pulling up or Steve?
Steve, 100%. I think Steve's like quite likely. I think there's a real chance.
I feel like TK, if you're listening to this podcast, and there's a non-zero chance that you are, bro, I get it. You like Cody again. I get it. You know, you love Dustin. Don't let him do it. Don't give them Dustin.
What are you talking about?
Now without a trade. Yeah, I'm talking to TK right now. Now without a trade, we need something in contract in return. Maybe we'll let Dustin do an appearance, and then in return we get Gunther. You know, maybe watch it.
Listen, I love Dustin, but the Steve one pops me, you know, because of the Rock involvement and everything. It's like, you know,
they'd want to do.
Who's gonna stop Dwayne? You know, and it's just like the glass shatters and everyone loses their.
That would be a crazy moment, though. I can't.
Bro, Rock said in the promo, he said if that match goes to Bloodline Rules on night 2, he said if I want to walk in the ring and bash your brains out with a chair and just stand over your body while Roman pins you, I can do it. So you know,
this is 100% going to be a Bloodline Rules match, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's what I mean. And who's Bloodline Rules?
Evil was certain, bro. He was certain that fucking who was going to get pinned again? You thought because you thought the Bloodline was going to win originally.
I thought, originally before they did the stip where it's
lose. I'm sorry.
Yeah, before they set the stip where it's like you got to beat the Bloodline on night 1 in the tags to secure like no interference in night 2. Before that, I was like, Seth is going to beat Dwayne. I thought Seth was going to pin Dwayne, genuinely.
Dude, what the fuck? What made you think that?
Yeah, bro,
made you think that?
I understand why you would think that's best for storytelling, but why would you think that WWE would ever why that's not going to happen?
Well,
Dwayne's not getting pinned by this guy. Hunter's not pushing for that to happen.
He's not dying on that hill.
I'll just say it, bro.
Here's the thing, guys. Last week's segment was engineered for Seth Rollins to shit on The Rock. Like that's why the segment was set up.
No, I'm not gonna.
He literally, it was all for Rock to get interrupted and for Seth to literally be like, "You have a midlife crisis," in front of the tell him to shut up and stuff. So, I do think
just don't have the same manner, though. You know,
Dwayne is not letting Seth Rollins pin him, bro.
Seth is gonna do something big to him in that match. Like I think he's gonna Falcon Arrow him through a table or something.
Bro, they're gonna let Seth go out there and do some flips and shit, you know. And then just gonna put him back in the fucking corner, and then they're gonna let the real wrestlers
workhorse of the match.
Yeah. They're gonna let the real wrestlers wrestle.
He is gonna look like a jackass. Like he's the one nigga just running and jumping.
Like, bro, come on.
Meanwhile, Cody and The Rock are just having aura offs. The Rock and Cody having an aura off. If they wanna do like some, oh my God, is there dissension in the bloodline? You know, maybe The Rock and Roman will have a miscommunication at some point. They have an aura off, and then Seth's just like, hey guys, y'all want to see a Phoenix splash? Like y'all want to see a tope? I got you.
Look at my pedigree.
Bro, and niggas are gonna think I'm Seth Badden, bro. But one of the worst reversals, one of the worst reversals in wrestling, bro, is the spear into the pedigree. It looks like shit. No matter who's doing it, no matter who's doing the spear, no matter who's doing the pedigree, it sucks. I hate that spot so much, bro.
I thought the very first one at Money in the Bank 2016 was really cool.
I was gonna say it.
I'm not sure I even saw that match. The first time I ever saw it, I think, was him doing it to Edge. I was like, bro, this sucks.
Now it's whatever, because it's like you see it coming and they're running right into it. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Doesn't even get their arms up. It's just like the dude is just falling on his face.
It's whatever, yeah.
Yo, Seth Rollins. Oh my god.
Bad.
He's
oh my god.
He's been doing
I'm supposed to be selling my I'm supposed to be selling my back, guys, but look at this cool backflip and swanton I can do.
Yeah.
Yo,
Why did he start doing the lion song after he blew his back out?
This is stop burying yourself, you know. It's not worth all this time. This is worth time, you know. Like Scott from Canada, I nearly said that. Scott from Canada, $6.99, wishing me happy birthday. Appreciate him, you know. 6 Stars telling me to respect manga readers.
Oh,
facts.
Yeah,
you wouldn't get it, Monty. We're gonna get you in the JJK one day.
We're gonna get Monty eventually.
Berkey $1.99, appreciate it always. Happy birthday, Monty. How much ribs are you eating? I did actually have beef short ribs earlier. So
you got a problem, bro. This nigga got a rib addiction.
6 star. Jaden Yuki greater than.
Oh, brother.
Hi, bro.
Yo, I'm so tired of these Zoomers.
Let's talk about it, nigga.
Nah.
All right, bro.
She said we're done with the 90s. I'm crying.
All right, bro.
Push $1.99, appreciate it. No creeds for Mania. What is Hunter Smoke? I don't know. He's been hiding on my main event, bro.
Bro, if I had the pen for WWE, like the creeds are with Cody 6 months ago. Like you guys are the new Nightmare Family 6 months ago.
The Creeds made the save for him, like
and then the week afterwards, like Cody was like, "Oh, thank you, appreciate you guys," and they're like, "Oh my god, this is Cody Rhodes." Oh.
They had an NF. They had a little NF on their jackets.
Yeah, they do. They have but I'm working on something, Monty. I should have probably informed you, but I'm working to investigate if the Creed brothers have heat. Is
it going to be something that we could actually report for once, Ibu, or is it gonna be one of those things where we come to you with information? We're like, yo, Ibu, we got this information. Please verify it. And you're like, yo, I gotta verify, but we can't report it.
Bro, not to be a nudist, sir, but like,
nudist, Rob.
Bro, they haven't been on TV since Brutus landed on Priest's fucking head.
Oh my god,
shit.
It's not very like.
Are you talking about that? What's it called?
That fucking Brutus ball that he does.
They
do a Doomsday Brutus ball.
Yeah, the Doomsday Device Brutus ball thing. Yeah, he clapped his skull on the way down. That was crazy.
Priest got up mad. He was so mad. He was
like, all right, bro.
He shoved him
into
the pen. And also, not only that, this is something I do know. Priest went home early in the match because he was pissed off. So, yeah.
You think he went back to Gorilla and was like, these kids can't fucking work?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Bro, when young wrestlers in their early 20s are working with these veterans and then they hurt one of these dudes, bro, they're sort of back like, they fucking suck. They can't run. I'm not working for them.
That's not. Hey, no
matter what we actually think of Mr. Punishment Martinez, aka Damian Priest, he has been doing this for a long time at this point, bro. Yeah. Like, he's old as shit.
he definitely was walking there. He's telling Hunter, he's like, bro, that big kid can't fuck it.
I think he has gotten better. I will give him that.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Good boy.
I think he's gotten better.
Yeah. Not a terrible promo. He's solid TV wrestler.
I learned this from talking to AEW wrestlers, but like that's something we don't consider as fans is like among the talent themselves, like it is really big. Like if they know like you like even did a mild like injury to somebody in a match, like or you just were slightly sloppy and didn't protect.
They're like, oh, just get away from me.
Bro, they're like, I don't want to fucking work with that guy.
I'm never working with that kid again.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's not safe, man. He's gonna hurt me. Like they really like.
That's why Mabel's push got killed, and that's why he was a fucking sex offender.
Bro, because Mabel's a fucking idiot, bro. He was 800 pounds, dropping all of his weight on people's chests.
Bro, Kevin Nash was like, yo, I specifically told him not to sit on my back, and he did it anyway.
The funniest of the stories of wrestlers, like Bret Hart will be like, yo, don't hurt me, okay? And like Bret will be like, yeah, Goldberg, then he hurt me.
Hey man, many people are saying things about Bret Hart. There might be an expose they drop it on the WrestlePurists channel coming soon. There might be an expose they drop it on the WrestlePurists channel.
We will
exposing the myth of Bret
bike.
The Hitman.
We will be starting bike riding classes for WrestlePurists soon.
I have a personal friend, Monty, who hasn't watched wrestling in years, but he periodically will just hit me up to just tell me. He's like, Bret could have just put his hands up on that super kick, right? Like that was his fault. Like he could have just put his hands up. Like he's every 3 years. Hits me up to tell me this.
Yo,
you know what a worker told me Danielson tells people on those yes kicks?
What?
Danielson's like, bro, I'm gonna kick you in your fucking head. Get your hand up.
Beast. Anyway, Tiger Style Pro 199. Appreciate it as always. Happy birthday to the big boss Montel.
Shout out to Tiger Style, man.
Tiger Style.
Part of the family.
Tiger Style.
His work waste dropped. I'm working on expose on Tiger Style, bro. I'm noticing things. I think some news is dropping soon.
Keep at $5. Appreciate it. From what Ospreay said, don't seem any amount of money from WWE would have landed him if he couldn't continue living in the UK. Salute, WrestlePurists. Happy birthday, man. Appreciate you, Akiva.
What an interesting name.
Money's money, man. You know?
Yeah, I think I think still like Osprey, we got $6 million for you. I think he would have talked to the missus and they would have found a nice school in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, for sure. Like $6 million.
If it's even a similar money offer, like you gotta go with the AEW deal with what they offer.
Yeah, less dates, more practical, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Hush 199, appreciate you. Roman downplaying and still going over hashtag and still. Don't know about that, man.
He can go fuck himself.
Inshallah.
You're so mad.
Carl Rose objective $5, appreciate it. Hello peeps, love the pods. Where do you all see the likes of Ospreay, Okada, and Mone in 6 months? Progress was in AEW.
We will be discussing this.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in that because it's basically like subject. We've just had a lot of super chats, which we appreciate. So it's taking us a minute to get into the actual main subject of the pod. Anyway, Bod the Builder, $5 Canadian, appreciate it. Ibu, what do you know about the relationship between CM Punk and Triple H? Does Triple H look at him the same, or has he changed his mind?
They had to have a very extensive conversation about their past issues and get past them before Punk could even proceed forward in any negotiations.
Apologize, nigga.
And beyond
Kiss
that,
the ring.
Beyond that, it's one of those things where Punk essentially comes to TV and before he goes, this is before he was injured. It was one of those things where Hunter would text him like, "What do you want to do?" And he'll be like, "I want to do A, B, and C." And Hunter will be very hands off and be like, "Go ahead and do A, B, and C. You come back to me, let me know what it is, and we'll get the producers and we'll put it together." And that's kind of the system. That's what it's been so far. Punk right now is working on what he is doing for the 25th. So,
what's the 25th?
Corey David.
The 25th is the Chicago Raw.
Corey David, $2. Appreciate it. We ain't forget the Fed good phase until CM Punk left.
I don't want you to ever forget the Fed good phase. That's the power that Purist has. 12 hours after we stopped doing into Fed good, CM Punk was fired. The terrorist known as CM Punk was caught in compromise to a permanent end. And just know the same thing will happen to each and every one of your phases. They piss us off good enough. MJF, brother, you piss me off enough. We doing a Fed good phase until you're out of here. All right?
Not too much on Big Max, bro. Let him know. He's healing.
Damn, when did you become Big Max?
Yeah. This is what we call him.
You're forgetting Chris gets sent the pickles, So
Chris did get sent the pickles.
Hush 499, appreciate it. Okay, bits aside, why would Roman hate Cody? They're not on the same brand, and Roman has been the top guy for 20 years. Seth, I could understand.
Because I got this one, Monty.
Bro, some things are personal, bro.
Because listen, when the going got tough for Cody in AEW and he started getting booed, he dipped. Monty, we got booed for 3 to 4 years straight in every building that we walked into. Yeah, we got booed into every building that we walked into.
Who's we?
They booed us to yo. Anyway, they booed us 2 years in a row at WrestleMania. When he won the title from Triple H at WrestleMania 32, they had to turn the crowd down because they were booing Roman Reigns out of the building. And what happened? He was at Raw the next night. Where's Cody? After he got booed in AEW? Oh yeah, I thought so. So
I will say now that Roman's gotten past that whole phase, I don't think he gets enough credit for just being like, I'm just gonna go out there and do my job. I don't care how much people fucking hate me.
Yeah, he ate a lot of shit.
That nigga Cody set himself on fire trying to get cheers.
Bro, that Maxine girl
got 1/10 of what he got for like one single night, and was just like, and it was like the end of the world. There was hashtags, bro. Like
half the locker room.
They were booing
like half the locker room was tweeting shit out. Like that was crazy.
When Roman was on top, like in 2015, they were literally, but like not in the way people wanted. They were tweeting hashtag cancel the network.
Yeah, hashtag cancel WWE network. That's a real hashtag. Yeah.
He didn't leave.
All right. Yam Theodore, $2. Appreciate you again. Aoyagi, Kaito, and Soup are the true Three Musketeers.
Gaito.
Yeah, it is. I will say, bro, like New Japan's young guys, man.
No. Suji
still has to be in there. What the fuck?
Suji and Shooter doing good, bro. They can't help their booking.
They have the misfortune of booking, and they are good, right? But like they're not on the level of. Let me see these names.
No, they're not as good as Takesha and Kaito. They're not. But those are two people that like legitimately considered prodigies, bro. Like they have been for a long time. They've been considered wrestling prodigies. Aoyagi, I'm taking Takesha. I mean, I'm taking Shooter and Suji over him 10 out of 10.
I would too because of Sauce. I think they're way saucier than Aoyagi, but Aoyagi may be fundamentally a bit better, but I still prefer the New Japan.
He's also like fucking 30 years old, bro. Like,
is he really?
He's not their age.
Let me see.
He might be Suji's age because Suji got started a little bit later, but he's not Shooter's age.
No, he's the same age.
Narita's age.
No,
I still believe in Ren Narita.
No, you don't.
Oh, fuck off.
Bro, even I try to cope that turning Ren heel. Maybe we'd save him, bro. It's over. It's never been
Bro, the
more
thing
over.
is, and then what sucks about it is he's doing like bridging suplexes that look cool, but it's just like it's followed by the 5th ref bump in the fucking match. They had 4 ref bumps between.
Bro, they ran that dick to dick contact spot literally 5 times the other night, son. That was crazy.
Bro, the Dick Togo cock chop.
Yo,
fucking nightly.
What have I just seen? Hold on. How come Becky Lynch is meeting Joe Biden? What's going on here?
Look.
She's with the Islanders.
Look. Let's time. It's time to. I think it's time to talk about something.
Oh no.
Seth Rollins was caught philandering with a Nazi not too long ago.
What is
for sure? Seth Rollins was caught philandering with a Nazi not too long ago. And now his wife is hanging out with Genocide Joe. What's going on?
Oh, keep in mind. The woman that the Nazi in which he was, he was caught with had like it wasn't like she was like subtle or like she had a message board. It was up
she had a message.
Bro, hold on. People in the live chat and shit are probably so confused right now. Just at least explain to people who Seth Rollins' ex is that you're talking about.
All right, she's a girl from NXT, right? There was this girl that was in NXT. I don't think she ever got like a run or a push or anything, but she was in the PC. And Seth was dating her. Her Instagram was full of Nazi war medals, full of Nazi paraphernalia, full of swastikas. With that, and you can't be like, oh, maybe they're the Buddhist ones. No, they had the eagles on top of them, bro. And then her message board logs got leaked, and it was all like white supremacy shit, right? And that's how like this girl's like how Seth's news got leaked online or whatever. And then
I think that girl's with Sonya Deville.
Oh yeah, she is friends with Sonya Deville. And no, not even friends. They dated like a year after that whole thing.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And then so
she
Seth got caught philandering with this person.
She had My Little Pony fucking Nazi unicorns sitting on a fucking mantle.
White people are interesting. I was gonna say the biggest mark opinion I had recently this week, guys, was it got made official last week that it's gonna be Biden versus Trump again. And I legitimately said to myself, I was like, Rock could have won this election. Rock could have won this election, bro.
That's a fun take, you know. Anyway,
yeah, he could have won.
But yeah, Seth apparently was dating a very questionable lady back in the day, you know. So,
yeah, I don't know what he was on there. I don't know.
Black Yakuza 94, $5. Appreciate it. Seth definitely needs to take a break after Mania. He's getting dragged too much long. Yeah, I think Seth, you know, obviously his knee being his latest injury as well. So I think he could, once he drops the belt, if he does drop it to Drew, like I would expect him to.
I don't get what's the problem. Well, why do a lot of wrestlers nowadays just refuse to take breaks? Like, why don't you want to take a break every once in a while? Like,
they glorify making the towns and the dates and the workhorse aspect of it, and especially with someone like Seth Rollins who like buries Roman every chance he gets for not showing up. You know,
it's also a thing of I don't want to be gone for too long and people forget about me.
Also, in this Rollins case as well, in the lead up to this WrestleMania, obviously this is Rollins' first proper, like you can kind of call it a proper WrestleMania main event because it's going to be Mania night 1, you know, and not night 2, but still, it's going to be his first Mania that he's main eventing. Obviously, Punk got injured, and now he's going to be main eventing in this tag match with Rock. So this is probably like the last date that he wants to miss, you know. So
yeah,
Seth was always if Seth had the slightest opening to make this Mania when he got that injury against Jinder, I can't believe it.
That's
that crazy that like that nearly put Mania in jeopardy, like a fucking stupid match with Jinder Mahal, bro. That was crazy.
Because he was trying to prove a point.
You know they were both out there trying to prove a point, bro. That did not get proven.
Like WWE fans had to pretend all of that was good just because of Tony Khan. Like they had to just pretend it was good. Just pathetic.
It was terrible. And Seth nearly fucked up his own Mania main event for it. So, but yeah, obviously he's recovered. He's saying that he's cleared and that now. But obviously you're not going to be 100%. You know what I mean? If you just tore your knee up like 8 weeks ago, you know, like so. You know, I know he's been talking about his back, how much of it is just obviously working because obviously he's been wrestling, but you know, I'm sure his back is hurting a bit. You know, he's a wrestler, so
I was told Seth hasn't been 100% in like 4 years.
There you go. There's a lot of wrestlers like that, though. There is a lot of wrestlers like that. It's just
being an athlete, bro. Nobody's 100%. I don't want to hear no excuses for Seth.
He's just bad. We'll just say it. Everyone here agrees. He's just bad at wrestling.
You know, it also I'm not surprised my back hurts if I've been doing fucking swanton bombs since I've broken my back. You know.
Diamond Lights 199. No, keep burying Seth. I need more jokes on Freaky. We are getting out of hand. We've mentioned Seth way too many times.
Man of culture.
This is crazy.
Diarrhea, Dwayne.
So Offset, son.
Did y'all see Seth? Did y'all see Seth liking the tweet that said like obviously Diarrhea doing was satire to make fun of how Dwayne jokes around or whatever? I was like, no,
he liked it, you know.
He liked it, but I think to offset the Seth slander, we should get the ball rolling on another person that we all agree that was once really good, but you know might be regressing a bit. A man with zero fear, you know, a man with.
Bro, he's still good.
Anyway,
don't give this no attention. Next subject. Next fucking subject, bro.
Bro kicked him.
He just hooped on Wednesday with the Elite. Like, what are you talking about?
Just says things, bro.
Hey,
you're ready to learn. Take off the glove, buddy.
That's because the Young Bucks are one of the greatest tag teams in the history of tag team wrestling. You know?
The greatest, but you know.
Nah, don't dick right now. Stay on that side.
Yeah, and stay on that side, pussy-o.
The Bucks, I've always said they were great.
Let's see what match FTR can get out the infantry. Let's see.
Oh no! Don't set my guys up like that.
We'll see.
I'm gonna say it right now, flatly. That match is not going to be good. Just straight up. It is what it is.
Ibi, this is a fair question because I'm actually intrigued by this. I'm not sure what my answer is going to be either. Do you think FTR have a better or worse match with the infantry, or that match that they had with the Guns?
How long is this match? Let's set a time.
I don't know. But your guess currently.
As an FTR
hater,
I find it hard to believe that they have another televised match that's as bad as the one that they did with the Gun Club.
Yeah, the gun match was like
that was insane.
That was shit. Yeah,
that was insane.
That was just fascinating to watch because like FTR tried to wrestle like this expansive closing stretch with them like it was fucking the Undisputed Era or something. You know?
Why? They don't get enough hate. They don't get enough hate for that match, bro. Because first of all, they wrestled those kids on Dark like 3 times already before that. They had the match prior to that one where they cheated on what was either Ring of Honor or AEW. I don't fucking remember. So like, bro, they've been in the ring with these guys. They've locked it up multiple occasions. So they put together this TV main event that lost over 300,000 viewers, I might add. And it's just, it's like worst match of the year candidate. And they just let them slide, talking about, the Gun Club's just not that good. It takes 2 to tango.
Ayo, they let it slide because they were wrestling guys who weren't very good. And
another reason, bro, FTR clearly chose to work them.
That was perverted.
People talking crazy in the FTR in the live chat, you know.
Yes, they should.
No, FTR are great. People talking about Wash like they haven't won tag team of the year 2 years in a row.
Wash is dick riding. That's not true.
Bro, tag team wrestling is not in a great place right now.
Bro.
But the Bucks are back.
I love both. I think the Bucks are great. I'm really happy that they've found something that's like refreshed them and they seem super motivated. That match with Sting, never gonna forget that. And I'm sure they're gonna continue to do great shit. The stuff with Okada's popping me. The stuff I was worried about when they first introduced the gimmick, none of that has surfaced or anything like that. I'm enjoying everything. Then FTR, I fucking love the FTR, bro.
Like, Ibu can't say that he likes the Bucks, bro, because when the Bucks camp rumors were flown about with the Colt Cabana and the Brandon Cutler stuff, bro, you were burying it on the timeline so all your CM Punk cocksucker followers could bury the Bucks.
I didn't do that.
You literally just laid them up. You laid up this information, this unverified information to the timeline so your followers could Bucks bad. I saw you do it.
Dave did that. Dave was the one who put it out that was the plan, which was the plan. That was the
plan. Bro, you could have no sold, but no, you was just like, so your followers could rip them apart.
Wait, do that laugh again?
No, nigga, you do it every time you fucking laugh. You know the laugh.
I don't do that. Oh man.
Yeah, EB was
and also
Monty brought them solid.
Bro, they did win tag team of the year 2 years in a row. They did do this.
I didn't agree with
but I think even the biggest FTR fans have to admit they won it by default last year.
I didn't think they were the tag team of the year personally. I really didn't.
Yeah, I think they had a case, but I didn't think they weren't my personal tag team of the year.
Last year was somebody has to win it as situation, and niggas just gave it.
Should have been Bishamon.
FTR, I think the thing that won it mainly for FTR last year was that run that they had with the matches with like Bullet Club Gold and stuff.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
middle of the year where they kicked up.
Then it's like they didn't have like a strong start to the year. They had a really strong middle, but the really strong middle was memorable because of those Bullet Club Gold matches, you know. So a lot of people just kind of attached their wrestler, the tag team of the year case to kind of that. Whereas, Ibu, for example, his tag team of the year, Sami and KO, that was like very consistent. But in terms of like super memorable defenses, there was probably only like 1 or 2, none as memorable as that FTR Bullet Club Gold tag matches. And obviously they dropped the belts and stopped tagging as much, and they kind of got forgotten about a little bit. So
I got a question for you guys.
My tag team of the year was Bishamon, Monty.
The Bucks had a case.
Grub up, you know.
Grub is crazy.
Chris doesn't believe that. He doesn't believe.
I do. You can look at my tweets. People ask who's tag team of the year. Look.
I'd rather you say astronauts. You know.
Who? I don't know who that is.
Exactly. And I'd rather you say that.
Chris said, "Nigga, who?" Nah, no more on Abe. I have a question for you guys. Since we're talking about that real quick. is it fair to say that the tag brackets for this tournament are slightly disappointing? Like I kind of worked myself into a shoe and thought like, oh, they're gonna bring.
What do you got? I don't understand what people are expecting with these AEW tournaments at this point. I'm genuinely just surprised that we even got a bracket.
Yeah,
I didn't see that coming.
For me,
no,
I just thought
we're meant to be in the new era and shit's meant to mean stuff, and the rankings were back, and we're punching and we're fucking,
Yo, Monty. Even when AEW was at its hottest, and I'm like, bro, this is the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life when it comes to this wrestling shit. The tournaments were still bad. The tournaments were not good.
But we know what the roster is, and it's like we know what. In our fantasy booking dreams, like what these tournaments could be, because we know what the roster is. But obviously, us being fans and podcasters at home, we don't know. Danielson's not making that date in 2 weeks' time, and so-and-so's taking 2 weeks off to go on holiday, or so-and-so's got a little bit of a niggly injury that he needs to take a week off for, and so-and-so's not making this date and that date, and it's like we don't know how it will actually play out. We just have how we hope it would play out, and we're still waiting for that, like, that special tournament, and the closest we've had to is the Continental Classic.
And I want to be clear, I love the CC. I love that.
Look how well.
But I mean, like single elimination, like tournaments. I don't think AEW's ever gonna get that right, bro. Unfortunately,
for me, it was more so like because they have the means to just call in teams from different companies, and I thought maybe they decide let's just put on like the team with the best teams in the world. But it is what it is, I guess. Some people really don't want the finals to be Bucks and FTR. I don't know why that's a problem. If that happens, that'd be great, right? Like,
because the Bucks,
it sets a weird expectation, and if you are like a Bucks or an FTR or a fan of both, it's like when you see Bucks versus FTR, if they don't have like at least 4.5 stars, people are like, so like it happened with the Wembley match, bro. People did it with the Wembley, the Wembley match. I enjoyed the Wembley match.
It was cool for what it was in the moment.
That's what I mean. Wasn't this like epic two best tag teams in the world going after each other, Matt? No, it wasn't, unfortunately, but it was still good stadium vibes, nice closing stretch. It was a good match.
I can't lie, bro. I don't even care that my goats are down 2-1 in the series. I don't ever got to see these motherfuckers wrestle each other again, bro. I really don't care about it anymore.
I've never bought into their rivalry at all. I've never bought into it.
The first match was cool. The second match was cool.
I love
like I could get not the match quality, like them like trying to sell the match and stuff. Like I could buy into that. Like I could buy into you guys think you're the best. The Bucks are actually the best. We're here now. There was memeing each other for a long time. It's time to wrestle. I don't care anymore, bro. I don't ever gotta see them wrestle again. I don't ever gotta see them be in the same
second match. I love the second match.
I do too. AO brings up something interesting. They don't have non-wrestling chemistry, like in terms of segments, promos, and angles. You know what I mean? Like on screen, they're not like magical TV with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always kind of awkward when they're talking to each other on TV. It feels like niggas coming into a frame for a pre-tape, and it's like, "Are we rolling?" And then the camera's off. They're like, "All right," and he's gonna walk off.
Why hasn't Cash gone to jail yet?
Soon.
Bro, we're busting case. Don't worry. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
I got my people on it,
How did he not even get suspended? I don't get that part.
Because Big Wembley was coming up.
Crazy. Okay.
Big Wembley was coming up. And
Tony Khan pulled up with a briefcase.
If it was a black person, I'm not going to pull the race card, but they have that nigga in Alcatraz.
Look, I'll just say, I don't think if AR Fox is out here waving a blick at niggas, he's making Wembley. If he was able to make that date, like if he didn't have that, whatever he's got going on with entering the UK, I don't think that tag match happens. I think Christian's coming in, bro. I think Christian's coming in if AR Fox is running around with an AK-47 in school zones like Cash was.
In school zones, that's crazy.
What a fun.
Anyway, trying to keep up your super chats. Keep them coming though, people. Appreciate them. Obviously, it's giving us all this easy content. Jake Salazar, hope I haven't botched that too bad. $4.99, appreciate it. WWE fumbled the fuck out of Jade just to keep pushing that little mid lady from all. People need to stop this Becky. The Becky slander's just real.
Look, bro,
you usually don't have good opinions. But
I'm gonna be honest. Monty. We don't slander Becky enough on this channel. However,
bro, I know how you feel about Becky. You don't see her the same way, you know. But it's like the whole like this, the calling them mid and stuff. It's just like,
bro, yo, the WWE fans are getting in on it now, man. The WWE fans, they don't respect the man, bro. It's like they weren't even here
because these are the same people who are like, oh yeah, let's have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley as the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. Like that's what I mean. It's like these are just people that are mad because their mid card fave isn't in the position that Becky more or less rightfully is in, you know. I want all
Liv Morgan stands. I want all Liv Morgan stands to see what Monty's doing to y'all GOAT. This is a former women's Money in the Bank winner. This is a former world champion.
This is a former WrestlePurists Wrestler of the Week, Liv Morgan.
And I think that post got our most engagement in the history of Wrestler of the Week. Like that got like well over 1,000 likes. I don't think any other one is.
Didn't Liv like retweet it or something? Like,
I don't know. I don't think so.
Shout out to Liv.
I Liv a lot, bro. But
Becky Lynch had people thinking Xia Li was going to be something. And people thinking Indy Hartwell was going to be something.
Becky Lynch got NXT paid, and that show sucks. So like,
it's also like if you don't want, if you've got Becky exhaustion, as in like you don't want to see her in the main event in WrestleMania, in the world title scene and stuff, and you feel like her wrestling the mid carders was just to kind of, make it more palatable to the people that have got Becky exhaustion to kind of keep her away from it a few months, even though she was always going to go back in the main event, and that was kind of transparent. Like, I can see the exhaustion of it, like I can see if you kind of want to see new people cycled in, whether that's Liv Morgan, whether that's Naomi, whether that's Tiffany Stratton, whether that's whoever it is, because it's kind of, you get this kind of similar vibes with Bianca, where it's like, except for like the absolute freaks that do this
Whoa.
Bro,
what?
NXT
run. Like Bianca, they should never be taking the title off Bianca.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm saying there's the fans out there that have like exhaustion of Becky always being in the main event, and there's also fans that have had that exhaustion with Bianca as well. But obviously with Bianca, that's also paired with a bunch of like racist freaks, like there is actually like level-headed fans out there who are like, oh no, I want to see more new people in the main event. Whether that's Liv Morgan, Naomi, Tiffany, whoever it is. But when people turn that exhaustion into pretending these people are bad, it's just like, what are we doing? Like, Becky Lynch is an all-time great. Bianca's an all-time great. We don't need to pretend like we don't need to pretend that they're bad just so we can get our agendas off. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I can't take someone's opinion seriously if they think like Bianca or Becky's like actually bad.
Well,
like if you think they're overpushed, fair, but if you think they're actually bad, like that's crazy to me.
Bro, I just started seeing this like subsection of the TikTokers that are just like overtly racist to Bianca. That shit is crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
Bianca
hate in all forms is crazy to me. I think
I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it at all,
bro.
She's such a woman.
This is gonna sound crazy. Listen, man, I don't care. If you dislike Bianca, I think you're kind of weird. I think you're kind of weird.
I know wrestling's subjective, but you don't like Bianca,
bro. And also I have a expose coming to the WrestlePurists YouTube channel on WWE's handling of Jade Cargill coming soon.
The Jade thing's weird, man. Because
it's weird.
Like,
it's weird.
Because I don't think you can honestly say that like she's been fumbled. Like, I think that would be ridiculous because like how can you say someone's been fumbled if they haven't?
No, it's still salvageable. But
do you know what I mean? It's like she's still. It's not like she's less of a star or anything. She still has all the aura, presence, she still has all these things.
Like God and shit.
And it's like I just think WWE is just. Would we even be having this? Oh, she's been fumbled conversations if she was just signed and it was just kind of something that's been reported and not announced yet. But the thing is, when they signed,
just like, well, They announced it, bro. They gave it to ESPN.
That's what I mean. Yeah, so I mean, because Jade Cargill, when they signed it, they wanted to. Yeah, when they signed it, they wanted to like brag about it and and put it in the press and all these things and show off. Triple H shaking a hand, pulling up in the nice cars and stuff like that, and all this shit, and they were showing her off, But it's like, now they're kind of paying the price of that because we've putting her on screen and stuff. People are going to ask questions. Yeah, we got the Royal Rumble appearance, but people are going to ask questions, which is fair. But
they should have just signed her and hired some trainers that they trust and just flown her down to where she stays in Atlanta, flown them up to Atlanta, just train her, bro. Just train her for these 3, 4, 5 months, however long it is, bro. Because if it was just like reported, but WWE never said anything and it was just quiet and Jade was just like posting thirst traps on Instagram and everything, people wouldn't believe it. They'd just be like, oh, Jade's just doing whatever. Because even up until the very last second, there was still a bunch of people that didn't believe Sasha was going to AEW. Like even Big Business announced and Sasha dropping the Big Business and stuff, people like, she's not going. And they did the same thing with Punk. Like there's always like they could have just WWE could have leaned into that, but instead they made a massive press release. They put her on TV, and they're just like, no, you can't see her.
People asking questions.
I ain't seen a rollout like that for somebody going to WWE in like years. The shit they was doing.
It was cool. It was a cool rollout. They made it feel like a really big deal and stuff. It's just that now, a couple months later, it's like we're asking questions, and rightfully so. But again, to say that she's been fumbled when they haven't done enough to fumble her, you know what I mean? Like
they posted an hour later. They posted her walking into the PC, and then they posted all types of videos of her meeting people for 24 hours.
Monty, what do you think of the people that are saying that this was more of a PR move than it was let's make a new superstar move?
What do you mean a PR?
The signing of Jade Cargill. Just like just getting the we got one over on the dub. Like look at a little bro.
I think that's definitely part of why they like her, if that makes sense, and why they're so happy with the signing. But I don't think that's kind of like one of the reasons behind it. It's more kind of just like a bonus. Like, oh, we got one of their stars, and it's because obviously WWE were interested in Jade from before.
She talks about how she had.
But it's not hard to convince anyone why WWE would be interested in someone that looks like Jade Cargill. So it's I think it's definitely a bonus that they circled as like, let's get some juice out of this. But I don't think it was like a reason they signed her, So,
I miss Jade, man. I was a real big fan. It's unfortunate.
I like her a lot, man. It's just hopefully she can do something. Hopefully she's on Mania. Hopefully she's doing stuff after Mania and she's in the mix. So
she's not on Mania. Check that King AO page. Expose dropping soon.
My big thing with her is like they need to stop being so tentative and cowardly about like, oh, we're so protective, we don't want to just throw her out there. It's all right, bro. What's the do we see the standard of some of the women that get put on these shows? Some, like, no offense, like bro, I promise
Maxine Dupree.
That's what I'm saying. Like they roll out some people on these shows, bro, that like Jade's not gonna in comparison look like some terrible wrestler. Like stop being so brother. Oh, if Jade is on TV squashing, if they told her, yo, you got 3 minutes with Mia Yim, bro, it's not going to be a disaster. It'll be totally fine. Chris, don't make that face. Don't make that
face. Bro, even if they just brought in a local talent for Jade once a month, like it wasn't even signed talent that she was squashing, I think there would be a lot less of this chatter than there is right now, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Dusay Road, Chaz Princeton greater than Yugi Moto. #Chaz it up.
Oh my God! Shout out Chaz.
No, shout out Chaz, but no, he's not better than Yugi. He is better than Jaden though.
Jake Salazar again, 199. Appreciate you again. Seth thinking he cooking and he done burnt the toast. we talked about Seth too much, right? Over under 3.5 total changes at Mania.
Let's count
with my limited dub knowledge, this is what I got. Both world titles, unfortunately. Roman, please. I got the tag titles changing,
and the U.S. title changing. So I got 4.
Wait. Which one's changing? What's the 4th one you said?
U.S. title.
U.S. is the Logan Paul KO Randy. Nah, Logan Paul's retaining. I think
he's retaining.
I think.
All right, then. Is there any? No.
One of the women's belts.
Gunther's retaining. Gunther's retaining. Mania,
I think Gunther's retaining as well.
Yeah, I think Logan Paul's dropping that belt, brother.
One of the women's belts is changing, but I don't know which one it's going to be. Probably Bayley.
Oh yeah, and Becky will probably win. I can't wait to see the timeline when she does.
I don't think Becky's winning.
You don't think so?
I don't think Becky. I think Rhea's going to beat Becky.
It's 50-50 to be honest with you. Becky could win. She could win.
Who's the other women's champ? Oh wait, Bayley would win, right? Bayley's winning, right?
Bayley will win.
Okay, so it's 4 regardless.
Yeah, so over. Corey David, $5, appreciate it. What's next for Oberfemi? Dijak next. What's next for Oberfemi? Dijak's next. Ilya, double title king of NXT. Also with WWE lending talent out. Is AEW times WWE out? Why do people ask us this like once a month, bro? WWE cross AEW.
It's not happening, bro. It's never
ever happening.
Not with this leadership. Not with Nick Khan, not with Triple H, not with these people.
I think it came back up because Fightful or one of them reported that like Triple H is cool with Josh Barnett, and so that's how they said.
Oh yeah. The multiple people being on the Bloodsport show, and then people are like, oh well, what if AEW and WWE people fight on Bloodsport?
Monty, do you think Hunter set that up to scout like other people who are going to be there Mania weekend? Because a lot of like a couple like the Japanese freelancers will be there that weekend.
Bloodsport's a pretty bad show nowadays, bro.
Like, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'd say
it's whatever.
I don't know. I think there is quite a lot. I don't think Sean. If I had to guess, I'd say Sean probably didn't miss out too much in his reporting regarding just kind of like Josh Barnett. Thought it would be cool to have Baszler involved, so he reached out to his friend Triple H and asked him, and Triple H was like, "Oh, actually, that's a cool idea. We'll let you do it."
It's not like they got Shayna doing much.
That's what I mean. So they've let Ivy Nile and a few other people, like Ivy Nile, Roxanne. They've done Booker T's promotion.
Yeah, the reality of wrestling.
So it's like this is actually like a cool little thing, and it makes sense with it being Shayna and Bloodsport. Like it just makes sense. So
hypothetical question: if Chad Gable is not on Mania's card, what is the best possible Mania weekend match he could have with the people in town?
Monty would not agree with me, but I'm saying Mike Bailey.
The best version of that is tremendous. The thing is,
I don't mind Speedball.
Never hit their ceiling. You know what I mean? Like Mania weekend. How many times have we watched some of these shows, right? And it looks pretty good on paper, and everything is like 3 stars. You know,
bro. It's because everybody in Mania weekend is because Mania weekend used to be like, bro, I got these 2 big bookings. I'm trying to knock it out the park. And then after Riddle had like that Mr. WrestleMania weekend run, where he did like 6 shows and was wrestling at 100 miles per hour on every single one of the shows because he's addicted to coke. Like everybody's booking themselves to 6 shows now, and they know they're not Matt Riddle physically, so they like pace themselves for every one of the bookings. So every one of the shows is mid. Like
Speedball puts in a good effort, man.
No, yeah, he does, and he did like 10 shows or something like 2 years ago.
That was
he did an insane amount, but yeah, he does.
Their dude is literally just doing like 5 matches.
Yo, like Jeff Cobb did 5 shows and didn't change his singlet once.
That was crazy.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Beast.
So what's this Asuka injury stuff that's flowing around?
So the angle, she was limping really badly, and it was kind of scary. I don't know what happened. I was trying to find out where it happened, but I couldn't see it. But
it's not even like selling it, because it's like when Naomi ran down to do a run-in. So Asuka's trying to feed Naomi, like run up to her, and she's like hobbling and hopping over to her. It was crazy.
Yo, she's a beast, Monty, because she's hobbling, right? But she still got in all her spots. Like she did her drop.
She's a professional.
I was like, yo, she does not have to do this. She just did everything she had to do.
And as the Sultan, $2, appreciate it. Fuck Joe Biden, Sami better.
Sami is better.
Push $1.99. Y'all think Punk gets a world title in this run?
You'd have to stick around long enough for that to happen. But by the off chance he He lasts a decent amount of time. I think he does. I think he wins the Seth belt eventually.
Yeah. I think they definitely were going to motion towards giving him that belt if he never got hurt again here. But now that he's gotten hurt already, like it's going to be super cautious this time around. Drew McIntyre already publicly said, I don't know if you guys saw this, it's pretty under the radar. He just straight up he already was just like, yo, Punk, I challenge you at SummerSlam if I have the championship.
Will Punk make it back by then?
I don't know.
Jake Salazar, no, I appreciate you again. Seth is mid at best. Remember when Seth thought he could drag Osprey? Seth is so bad he can't even mention Will Ospreay. Hell, he can't even be in the same state as Will Ospreay.
Yo, Jake Salazar is cooking, bro.
Yo, you usually have bad takes, Jake.
These are the type of free thinkers that we need.
I feel like if the benchmark is this person as good as Osprey, then a lot of wrestlers are just not good. You know, like
look, man.
Anyway,
including Cody Rhodes.
It reminds me when I was listening to sports radio once, and they're talking about Carmelo Anthony, and everyone's like, "He's not as good as LeBron," and someone's like, "Bro, nobody's as good as LeBron."
Especially not Jordan.
Jordan fucking sucks.
Jordan's fucking terrible, nigga. We're done with the 90s.
There was certain things, deals done with Jordan and
Monty. Brian's malfunctioning at these statements right now.
Monty, you need to think
about that Jordan dad shit. My fault.
Monty, you need to thank the heavens you're not a part of basketball discourse, bro. It's nasty. It's so nasty.
I'll see it. The little bits I see are just disgusting. Anyway, the Side Road, 199, appreciate as always. Parker Boudreaux, Cross, AAA. No, thank you.
It happened, Monty. It happened last night.
What?
You didn't see
it? Bro, you didn't see that. Yeah, he was celebrating his birthday, bro. Running, bro. The clip is hilarious. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna play it.
Up, Monty. He does like some clotheslines, takes his shirt off. He does some jiggle flex.
Don't put it up because we'll probably get some.
Okay. So
send it me though. Send it me.
You think Conan's gonna flag us?
Bro, we've been flagged for weird. Like you can't play anything. That's just like my approach to it, you know.
Unfortunately,
except Top Dollar.
Bro, even though those would get like flagged, and we would have to like edit them. And
yeah, we'd have to cut up the songs and shit.
Because he would use beats. Do you know what I mean? So it was anyway. Yuzura Hart, $5. Wardlow got put to sleep clean as a sheet in a show opening match. Is that it for him? Is Wardlow potential main event guy in AEW nonsense over? Yeah, I think Wardlow top guy in AEW. Whether you call it nonsense, I think calling it nonsense in hindsight is like, yeah, you know what I mean. It's so easy to do that, but there was a time, once upon a time, when Wardlow was like, you know. He was just so over, bro. Like he was definitely in the position where if they followed through on it and stuff, they could have got like a Goldberg-ish type run out of him, you know. But you know, the way it played out, he was never going to be like the sort of talent that could like build and claw his way back up to the top when the roster in AEW is as stacked as it is. You know, it's like it's just. He's over, basically.
The ceiling for Wardlow nowadays is like somebody's having a 12-month title reign, and you have to just throw somebody at the champ for like a TV defense. He's like, oh well, you know, we got Wardlow. That's really the ceiling.
I have a confession.
What's up?
I now retroactively cringe, and I'm slightly embarrassed that like. I thought Wardlow was like that nigga at one point.
Bro, I really liked him at one point, bro. I made an edit for him and everything. It was
bro, going into that Max match and Double or Nothing, I was like, oh man, yo, like he's gonna be the champ. Like Wardlow's the dude, this and that. I will say I didn't go as high as one person. I think it was I remember it was one of my first WrestlePurists pods. I was with Chris, I think, and either Manny or someone in live chat was like, yo, who's the better big man right now, like Walter or Wardlow? And me and Chris were like, all right, hold on, calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I remember that. I don't know who it was, but
like, calm the fuck down.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
But yeah, man, but a talent like a Wardlow will make you feel like that in hindsight, you know? Because it's like, bro, imagine if Goldberg didn't hit and they didn't follow through with it, like.
Yeah.
you'd watch those matches in hindsight and be like, "What the fuck? Like, how was he this over? Like, this makes no sense. He's shit." You know, but like, you know, like it was, you know, it was just one of those things. It's like he was never a workhorse. It was all just straight aura, presence, entrance, and just being someone that can just kind of be so physically imposing. But when they powerbomb, it's like he's putting them through the mat. Same with Goldberg when he speared someone, the whole arena felt it, you know. And so like Wardlow can still have an impact move and shit, but he doesn't have all the other intangibles to pair it with now. So now he's like, fuck. You know?
Speaking of Goldberg, he's better than Bret Hart. He's better than Bret Hart, by the way.
Yes, this
but
is true.
Goldberg, Wardlow never got to the point where Goldberg got to, where, for me personally, and I went back and I watched a lot of the Goldberg run.
He's
before
amazing.
He won the title. Hogan was like, "Yo, I got to put this dude over." Like, I don't think anyone at AEW was like, "Yo, I."
Yeah, I don't think nobody. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I never saw him like that. I thought he was really good, but I had a gimmick on Twitter every day he came out was a fucking flexing cat to Wardlow's theme song. But
this is war.
Yeah, but I don't know. He regressed, and then he refuses to look at some Mike Austin tape. Which he could do it. He could do it. He's athletic enough. He has the power. He doesn't have the aura, but like
body charisma is a real issue with Wardlow.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know, man.
He had it when Max was fucking
He did have it. He had it. You know? He had it, and he lost all of it, Monty, and he can't get it back.
That era of Max was really good, though.
I think best booking. I think it's the best creative MJF has ever done for anybody, including himself, is what he did with Wardlow.
Bro, it's one of the by the time that all like played out and Wardlow was like, you know, Wardlow just squashed Max because that was like the peak and also the point it fell off, you know, because they didn't follow up on it. Right. At that point, bro, that was one of the greatest booking achievements AEW's ever pulled off in the sense of taking a talent that isn't, you know, he isn't a Takeshita. It's not a Hangman Adam Page, you know, and literally like an unknown as well. And getting him that over, getting people that behind him. And like that was just straight booking, bro. Whether it was Tony, whether it was MJF, whether it was whoever was involved with it. That was a massive achievement. And obviously now it's completely irrelevant. It's crazy. So
yeah. Bro, MJF completely going into business for himself around Double or Nothing. It completely destroyed my enjoyment of that match. I could not possibly care, bro. And maybe I'm just a mark or whatever, but you know. And then TK he didn't know what to do with Wardlow after that shit. So he had a lot of shit going.
He was feuding with Mark Sterling.
Can't really work.
He got into a feud with Mark Sterling.
That was crazy, bro. Mark Sterling, he named
Mark
security
Sterling
guards
and the bodyguards. That was his
first Dynamite feud. The very next Dynamite, bro. After you just
that was not the very next Dynamite because the Mark
Sterling. I know he still had to win the TNT Championship. Yeah, he still had to win the TNT Championship. Yeah. The very next Dynamite after you win the TNT Championship.
He gets into a feud with Mark Sterling, and then they had to fight the.
That's not after match, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they built that match. That's the funny thing.
Yeah,
correct.
So Double or Nothing, and he won the Revolution ladder match.
Yes.
So that's fucking a while until. What did he do before that?
No, if you remember, so he wins the ring or the Sonic ring, right?
No, but I'm talking about he beats MJF at Double or Nothing.
Yes.
He doesn't win the ring until Revolution. What was he doing from Double or Nothing to Revolution?
If you remember, he was like handcuffed and shit because he was like Max's slave. Remember?
He's saying Double or Nothing happened. He thinks that like a whole year happened after Double or Nothing until the next Revolution.
That's when he was doing. That's when he was doing the Mark Sterling shit.
No, but that was after he won the TNT Championship.
You know what? I'm just gonna let me take.
Yeah,
I don't think it was. I think he beat MJF, and the follow up to the MJF thing was the Mark Sterling bodyguard stuff.
Was it?
I was gonna verify this now anyway. So
yeah, I'm pulling up right now. Don't worry.
That does not feel right, but I guess it's true. I don't know.
Yeah, no. The very next so he beat MJF at Double or Nothing. Then his next match was
Scorpio Sky in a street fight, and then. Oh wait, hold on. I'm fucking.
Hey, what does that have on Cage Match? The Scorpio match.
It has a 3.61.
Scorpio Sky, bro. Remember him?
That's crazy. 3.61 is crazy, bro.
3.61, bro.
That's crazy.
So after so what did he do after Scorpio Sky?
He had a match with Orange Cassidy. Then after that, he had a match with Jay Lethal, and then he had the really bad Machine Gun 6-man at what was this?
All Out, right?
Yeah, that was All Out.
Oh, he was feuding with Jay Lethal for a little bit.
Yeah, so when the fuck did he?
That was his first feud.
The 20s bodyguards thing probably isn't listed on Cage Match.
Yeah, it's not.
What? It was a match.
I mean,
I don't know.
Technically a match, but
I don't mean but if the Cage Match should have it because like the bell rang. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Cage Match has everything. It just won't have a rating because it was probably less than 5 minutes.
I don't know. Let me look up when.
It's a weird timeline, but
I know why I thought it was Revolution because he did win the Revolution ring, but MJF costed him that.
Yeah,
he got the TNT title shot against Scorpio Sky after Double Nothing just because he was like number 1 in rankings or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the show was he had the 20-on-1 match, Road Rager 2022. This was June 15th. Okay. This was an interesting time. I remember Moxley was the interim champion and stuff, and Punk was injured.
That's it. I'm doing some doing a bit of a speed run so we can actually talk about what I've got in the title and shit. Mr. Hank 199, appreciate it. Never forget AO Heat when NXT smashed AEW. It was a good bit.
No, I didn't.
Jake Sal.
No, I didn't. I didn't give a fuck. Bro, I didn't. Bro, AEW was never going to beat John Cena, The Undertaker, Cody, and whatever the fuck. Like
the Cody announcement was probably the funniest.
It was hilarious.
Anyway, Jake Salazar, Becky can carry matches in quotes. Well, anybody can carry a match when her matches are as slow as a walk.
Oh my god, yo, Jake Salazar shooting from deep.
Nah, bro,
he's shooting from deep.
Jake, that's cute.
Just don't know, but bro wants a high speed title match with Nia Jax and Becky Lynch. So what are we doing?
I'm gonna say it right. Becky versus Rhea is gonna be fucking tremendous.
Yeah, bro.
Listen, Jake.
Like no shit. Like I can't keep associating with these Becky deniers. You know, upset. AO does his bits stuff, you know, but you know, I can live with that, you know, because I know how he really feels deep down, you know.
Deep down.
He respects all the horse women, you know.
Well, I do enjoy 3 out of the 4 of the horsewomen. This is true.
3 out of the 4.
Shout out Spurs, $5, appreciate it. Slandering the Irish on St. Patrick. Exactly.
Oh, you St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, in England it's technically not anymore because it's now the 18th, but 17th of March, St. Patrick's Day. Andrew 199. The Donos for Montel are for a new TV.
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
That is great.
Shout out Spurs, $5, appreciate it. Logan Paul drops the US belt and ends up Cody's opponent for SummerSlam.
Oh my god!
Unlike
I think that's something. Bro, I think they'll do something a bit bigger for Cody. To be honest,
Cody's.
I think that's definitely a feud that does happen though. Logan Paul and Cody.
Yeah, just not SummerSlam.
That's not the SummerSlam match.
Caden Lee of the Performance Center. I appreciate Caden Lee, part of the WrestlePurists fam. Time to confuse Monty again. I'm going to Windy City Riot, then Dynasty, then 2 weeks later to Japan, immediately to Vegas for Double or Nothing when I land. Bro, these guys clocking more fucking air miles than Charlie. This is crazy.
Richest WrestlePurists supporter ever.
He's part of the fam now. You know?
He's
been doing the NXT results and stuff. You know, and we're gonna try getting to do some more things. You know. You want to get cocky with Caden?
NXT results is crazy. I'm sorry, Caden, that you have to look this way.
Listen, any results at this point is crazy on the WrestlePurists website. We need to have a real read. The thing is that I'm struggling with, I don't know why I'm having this conversation there. He's like, ideally, if you're going to do results, you'll have every show covered because that way people know that you're like a resource to go to for results, you know?
Yeah.
Which it's hard, especially we're in as a website where we don't have these huge budgets to just pay salaries and shit, to find writers that will cover every single show. So we cover some
Rob's
shows.
about to
We
get
don't.
the ROH and MLW results.
I was about to say, yeah, Rob could do MLW and ROH.
And,
they got Kojima running around now. Yeah,
and TNA, honestly.
But yeah, it's hard to get people to.
What the hell?
Oh, he's frozen. I was like,
he's froze. I was like,
is he alright?
No, he froze.
I'm like, what's going on? You know, it's crazy. Monty, are you back?
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I think I'm. Okay, I was gonna say I could feel myself cutting out, but anyway, my point is that it's hard to get people to cover every single show because there's so many shows, and again, we don't have the infrastructure to like throw salaries around at writers and stuff. But at the same time, it's like I do appreciate the people that do it. You know, like our Raw reviewer Eric, he does it pretty much every single week without fail. You know, we've got Caden that's done it every week for the NXT one. We've got Safe, who's been a really good writer, who's just dropped a feature on Sting, and he's been doing the Dynamite reviews. And we've got people who do it weekly, and you want to like do right by them and let them be able to have something on the site. But at the same time, it's like this results thing is, I don't know. It's like I said, Safe, our Dynamite results writer, just done a really cool feature on Sting's last match. And hopefully, if I can try and get our results writers to do like more features or maybe some news writing and stuff like that, then we can I can stop this fight that I'm having with getting the results covered.
You know what I did Big Monty? I watched Impact. I watched an episode of Impact.
Sorry.
It's
we're doing our thing.
Yo, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like I watch TNA sometimes with Rob and my niggas and whatnot, and it's genuinely a worse show than it was before.
Yeah.
Like all that excitement and everything for nothing, bro. Like the territory stinks.
Mustafa isn't that good.
Bro, that's a whole awkward. We're 2 hours in. I want to get to our real subjects, and we've got 5 super chats. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, without further ado, Corey David $2 says Charlotte looks like she's trying to make Mania. As insane as that sounds, it does actually look like she's trying to do that. You know,
what is
doing squats like a month ago?
No, but there's no way. You know,
Monty, could you imagine if Tiffany Stratton, Monty, how would you react if Tiffany Stratton was like, I'm announcing an open challenge for WrestleMania, and all you hear is bow down.
Bro, if they was able to kayfabe everybody on the ACL and it was really like an MCL or something,
that would be crazy.
That would be dope.
That would be. I said the same thing with Punk, bro. Like if they've managed to like, you know, say Punk's just like pulled a muscle or some shit, you know, like they can. But yeah, I think if they can. If the work exaggerated it, but they are injured, then that would be cool if they can create a moment out of it, you know?
I gotta be honest. If I was
they said she got the Seth special, bro. They said it was MCL, ACL, and the fucking meniscus.
Bro, if I found out if I was kayfabed on CM Punk, I'll be pretty mad. I can't lie. I'll be pretty fucking angry.
Black Yakuza 94 did you see Meltzer comparing Will Ospreay and Cody Rhodes today?
Oh my god, Meltzer was cooking.
So much. Well, here's the thing. That Dave Meltzer quote is actually from earlier in the week. I think it was Wrestle Talk that aggregated it today on the timeline, and when I saw it, it already had like 300 quote tweets. But yeah, that wasn't from today. It was from earlier in the week when he was talking about like Will Ospreay's got more charisma than Cody Rhodes. I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, like.
Well, he does, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Ospreay clears him as an in-ring worker and everything. Like, I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, as a promo.
You don't need to hear that from me, you know. But
yeah, hey, Will Ospreay cut a good babyface promo and didn't have to cry. So,
shit.
It was funny.
When did that happen?
Dave,
you motherfucker.
In Dave's overall rant, he basically was like, WWE is stupid for not throwing the money at this dude. And Dave was basically saying, like, he's like, look, Cody succeeded in WWE. And when Osprey clears Cody, that was basically his argument. He was just like,
what a beast.
He was like, this dude's like 10 years younger. He's way better at everything.
Oh, Will Ospreay, Dave Meltzer genuinely sits at home and believes that like Will Ospreay is like a better like public talker, promo than like Cody Rhodes, which is God bless, you know.
I'll say this: Will has made strides as a promo. He's
100%, 100%
good promo now.
Yeah, he's a pretty decent promo now. He's getting there. Some of it's jarring for me being a Brit because like you can tell that he's like littering his promos with more like bruvs and you know what I mean, mate and all that sort of shit.
Bro, all the Brits on the timeline like, yo, Osprey's shucking and jiving now for the Americans. That's just so funny, bro.
Yo,
like, no actual Brits has bruv this much. I'm pissed.
Yo, that must be how. That's probably how that reminds me of like how I feel when I see like white wrestling fans like bigging up like black wrestlers. So I could tell her just kind of like,
bro. As two niggas from New York, how white wrestling fans love Crime Time, bro. They're like, yeah, this is how all niggas from Brooklyn talk.
Well, here's the thing. Sadly, Crime Time are more authentic than some of these recent brothers.
Oh yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts.
That is actually. And I'm not from Brooklyn, but yo, even I know that.
Yeah, bro. There's some black wrestlers, bro, like over the last 10 years that like you could tell that, you know, they just trying to brother it up a little bit on TV. And I'm like, that's not how you really talk. And I know that. I can just tell by how you speak, you know.
Hush 199, appreciate you. Wardlow feels fed bound along with Star. I don't know, bro.
I'm not convinced WWE wants either of them, bro. Like,
no, I think they'll take Starks.
No, I think they would take them, but I don't think they're just like Ricky, when's that contract coming up, Ricky?
Yeah.
WWE already has a 5'8", 180-pound light skin.
I'm crying.
Ricochet.
And also, bro, I don't think people like realize how small Ricky is. And also, maybe they do go. I think not WWE, wrestling fans in general forget that there used to be a time where people considered 5 years in one promotion or territory to be a really long fucking time, and it would just be time to leave and do something else somewhere else for a while. Like whether you're like mainly mid-carders, really like.
I'll blow your mind. British Bulldog never had a run in the Fed longer than like 3.5 years.
Exactly.
That's the thing. That's the thing. So obviously with like the, you know, the WWE monopolism of wrestling over the past 20 years. Obviously, a lot of people that we see on Twitter, like 16, 18-year-olds, that's all they know. So it's like they're used to people having 10-year runs, 20-year runs. The Undertaker going 30 years in one promotion and stuff like that. It's like this is the only this last block of 20 years or so has been the only 20 years in wrestling where that sort of shit's happened regularly, you know. So to AO and Ibu's points, like people used to go a territory, do a year or a run or however long that run lasts, you know, get some heat, put the baby face over, leave the territory, you know. And that's just that. Bro, now obviously there's more options for that now, you know. So
if you're trying to be a main event wrestler and you're not at the main event level and there's no indications that you will be in the foreseeable future and your deal is up, you should be leaving to go somewhere else just to simply improve your stock. Like, just in general, there should be more movement in the business, bro. The problem is the money isn't equal everywhere. That's like really the issue here, you know. But
I wish Japan was doing better financially.
Yeah, of course, more options is the best, you know.
If New Japan could pay like comparable to like WWE and AEW, and Noah could pay comparable to like NXT and whatever TK is offering for like just a straight up Ring of Honor deal, like wrestling would be so much better right now.
Yeah, it would be. It would be because like there's a talent imbalance in the sense that like there are guys that are benched in both companies that like they're benched for the right reason in that they're under like people who are better than them, but they could help other promotions.
Right.
You know?
Right. Imagine Miro having a Monster Hero run in New Japan, bro.
He would go crazy. He would go crazy. That's facts.
It's like that's why it kind of like it popped to me when the reports and it all came out about like TNA making Ospreay like a serious offer, you know.
Yeah.
Like them being in a position to like let's just throw a number out there. Like say they offered him $2 million or something, you know. That's cool that they've got that, and apparently they've got like a budget that they want to kind of bringing in new talent and stuff like that. But
they ended up giving that wanted man.
Obviously, the Scott D'Amore being fired thing is, who knows what happens with that promotion in 2024. But, they got Nick Nemeth.
I'm sure he was about to take place, man. Hold on.
Need some Son Hammerstone as well. Son Hammerstone, he's a good.
That was a good get for them. That was a good.
Yes, it was definitely.
Because I wasn't like, oh brother.
You know what time?
What happened?
Y'all know what time it is, bro.
Bro, we're looking at you. We're looking at your notification center, by the way. No, cry.
I know.
It's probably what they should do for shooting.
Yeah, they really should have. They want people to be like interested. Put the belt on them, bro. And I know like TNA has a stigma of, oh look, another overpushed WWE mid carder, but bro, the champ right now is Moose. Like just put the belt on.
I'd probably just put the belt on Nemeth. Build Hammerstone. Have Hammerstone beat Nemeth.
Hammerstone kill Nemeth, bro.
Yo, Monty, when I was watching Impact, you know what I said out loud? Kushida came on screen and I was like, what is this guy doing with his life?
Bro, he's just happy to be in America, bro, and making US dollars.
Bro,
bro moved back to Japan for like 2 minutes and was like,
he's like, no, I gotta get out of here, bro. I gotta get out of here.
No.
He called up Nashville. Was like, yo, I got a spot for you. Yes, I'll take $45,000 a year.
Him and the Guns are like really good friends. Like they used to help him like a long time ago, and he helped them out when they were in Japan.
Gato said, best I got for you is you can do some junior tag tournaments with Kevin Knight, brother. I don't know what you want from me.
He said, bro, I'm going to play with Moose and them, bro. I'm not.
Birkin, 199. Bron Breakker better than that Power Bron 3.
That's objective.
Yeah, bro.
I forgot who's the power. Oh, Wardlow. Yeah, he's better than him.
He's way better.
Bron Breakker's a fucking.
He's a monster.
He's a stud.
They should let him do a flip.
He does do flips.
Nah, not a tope. Like they should let him do that shooter.
Oh yeah, Monty, I told AO about it. Bron wanted to add a shooting star press to his repertoire, and they straight up said to him,
"Straight star."
Monty, guess what? They said to him, "Do 10 right now in that practice ring, and if you don't botch a single one, we'll let you do it right now." And he botched like shooting star press number 8, or like he kind of fucked up the landing on his head, and they were like, "No."
Beast. Anyway,
nigga like me would just do it.
Jake Salazar, 999, appreciate you again. Bret Hart, 60 years old and still crying over Goldberg. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Your brother cut Steve Austin's career short, and Steve doesn't whine every week about it. And that's why Sean was better. The correlations are crazy.
There's a lot of truth here, bro.
Steve isn't bitter because he at least got to see the mountaintop. Bret Hart, WWF business exploded after he was gone, and then he was on the other place where they didn't treat him right. So it's like, that's why he's bitter. He didn't get to win. Basically, if this is
you can't be mad about WWE's business.
Ibu's actually trying to explain to this person why Bret was actually bitter. Yeah, like, come on, bro. This person is not looking for their mind to be changed today.
Bret is a player on a team that was about to win a championship, and he got traded right before they won the championship.
Bro, they could only win the championship because Bret was gone. Bret's Tiki Barber.
Oh. Hey man, when Bret
Hart is Jeremy Shockey.
When Bret Hart, all I'm saying is when Bret Hart was on top, they got beat 83 weeks in a row.
83 weeks.
That's not. If Bret was in '98 WWF, it would have been so sick.
We're done with the '90s.
Just go fuck yourself.
Sitches on 999. Appreciate you as always. Started this stream late, but happy birthday, young man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Honestly, 33.
Bro, I'm 21 again. Corey David, $2. Appreciate it. I mean, Wesley looking like he's back too. Yeah, it looked like Wesley was back in the ring training again. So hopefully he's back soon. Because
you saw what Kwame said about that Wesley video?
Nah, I didn't. What did he say?
He was like, "Will this nigga stop filming himself crying?"
I'm crying.
Oh, come on, man.
We gotta get Kwame on a fucking podcast, bro. We've let him run from the grind way too long.
That's true.
Very true. All right. AEW.
Let's do it.
Big signings. Big signings. going into 2024, obviously we all knew that these free agents were coming up. The three that they've signed, obviously Mercedes Moné. Is she going to show up at the Royal Rumble? Is she going to show up in AEW? Will Ospreay is probably going to go AEW, but WWE interested. They might throw the bag at him. Obviously, it's a different challenge for him. Let's see what he does. Okada was, most I'd say we're probably expecting him to go to AEW, but there was there was that report from fucking that jabroni website that said he was going NXT. And,
my god, that was hilarious.
Some people were kind of hoping. Some people were kind of hoping.
Publication, Monty?
Stinker. Anyway, but yeah, so obviously Okada, a lot of people expecting to go AEW, and in the end, all three of these huge free agents have ended up in AEW. Props to Tony Khan. Apparently, he's thrown a few big bags around to sign these people. I don't think it's this crazy thing that he's done these things. I know some people think that he's thrown away too much money, but if you're going to spend your money, you spend it on this caliber of talent. Kazuchika Okada. He's got a case of being one of the best Japanese wrestlers that ever lived. You've got Will Ospreay, the current consensus best in-ring wrestler in the world. You've got Mercedes Moné, who is, one of, if not the biggest women's wrestling star in the world. One of the four horsewomen. These three people are worth the millions. But the thing I want to debate about is, who do you think will have the biggest impact? Because obviously Mercedes coming in, a lot of people think that'll be this huge shift for the promotion in the women's division. Mm-hmm. Ospreay, a lot of people think that he can be like the next top babyface in AEW, and be the man in the promotion. I think that's absolutely valid to think that. Okada, he's someone that's coming in, especially coming in with the way that they've booked him so far. It's been successful with the Young Bucks. He could be part of this fire that's been lit under the Young Bucks again with this EVP thing, and it could lead to something being, overarching the whole promotion, So all three of them should be making pretty big, substantial, good to watch impacts on the promotion. But who do you think will have the biggest impact, and why? Chris has got his hand up, so I'll let him go first.
My glasses on. I'm about to big brain this.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I think
aren't there just blue light glasses?
I think all of them, first off, will be making huge impact. I see it from two different points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okada and Osprey are definitely going to impact the overall, not the overall, the true, like the diehard AEW fans, right? Just because, like, they didn't go to WWE, and I know AEW fans out there are very wary who comes into the company, their intentions and all that. From an in-ring standpoint, I think Osprey is obviously going to be the best signing out of the three. Mm-hmm. He has potential to be, like, you could put the World Championship on Osprey tomorrow, and no one's going to bat an eye, in my opinion, right?
Well,
you can maybe, you can maybe do that with Okada too, maybe, but I think people would still bat an eye at it. But with just overall everything, Mercedes is going to get a women's pay-per-view main event.
Yes.
And it might not be this year, but it's definitely going to happen between this year and next year. She will definitely main event a pay-per-view. It'll be the first time women have main event in the AEW pay-per-view. Athena's did in ROH, but that's not under the AEW. That's not AEW, right? Some people, I don't know if I'd go this far. Some people truly think Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes could main event Wembley. Do I think that? It could, but, it wouldn't be my choice this year. But people honestly believe that they could do that. You already seen that she's got the highest view, like she, her million viewers in her demo. I think that's only going to go up by more times people talk about her. She has a social media engagement. She is one of the reasons the women's division has grown to the point that where it is, where people are not laughing at it. People are like, oh, brother, a women's match, unless it's like Julia Hart or Sky Blue. But Yeah, I think she, just for what she's going to do for the women and what she can, like, women can now main event a Dynamite every single week. And it wouldn't be like crazy just because of Mercedes. Like, she came in, the first women's main event on Dynamite of the year was, Willow versus Riho. And that's because of her. It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't because of her. So, yeah, I think Mercedes overall will make the biggest splash.
Yeah, I can see. I think it's a valid point because the way that should affect the women's division will affect the promotion as a whole pretty significantly, especially if we get women's pay-per-view main events, women main eventing TVs more regularly, and just being focused on getting more matches on shows and stuff. So the Mercedes one's definitely one of the more significant signings they've ever made. But all three of them are, anyone going with Okada or Ospreay or.
Nah, I think I gotta go with Mercedes on this one.
You all go Mercedes.
So here's my perspective on it. She has the highest ceiling in terms of, like, if everybody has their best case scenario run in AEW, hers will be the most game changing for the company for the reasons Chris outlined. Because, like you just said, Monty, if you radically change and boost up the women's division, that changes the company, right? Now, with that said,
Osprey's got to have the lowest floor, right?
Yeah.
No, Mercedes has the lowest floor, I think.
Highest floor. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Highest floor.
The highest floor, in my opinion.
Like even if everything's like the worst case scenario, other than like injuries and everything like that.
You know why? Why highest floor? Because he'll be able to stay afloat even when neglected creatively because he's that good as a wrestler. Because you can literally just throw a graphic up for him and he'll just. So. Excuse me. You don't have to worry that much about Will right now. Whereas Okada and Mercedes are two of the wrestlers that their creative has to be locked in, like as much as possible to really make sure that they are presented the way they got to be presented and gotten over properly. Here's the thing with Mercedes: Rome wasn't built in a day. A lot of stupid people made a big deal about the whole thing. Look, Willow and Riho was a ratings disaster, right? But like I think it was AO who said this on the podcast. Sometimes it's deeper than the quarter hours, and creating that memory and being able to put that on a video package and a documentary is worth it. Because yes, it was a ratings disaster, but sometimes you got to make a statement of intent and kind of set the tone and work from there, and hopefully you'll get results eventually, even if they're not immediate.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's kind of the thing with that. Regarding this whole situation, like I said, Mercedes has the highest ceiling, right? But I think Okada can be a draw for them. Here's how they do it. If you continue to book him strong, if you continue to position him strong, if you give him that belt that he's going for, I believe he's going for the Continental Crown, correct? Right? You give him that, you book him hard, you book him strong, and then you really build to a genuine Kenny Omega singles match. That's going to make money for them. How do I know this? Kenny Omega in the past has moved quarters and tickets when they bill him in major singles matches. He moved tickets for the MJF match on short notice. He moved ratings for the MJF match on short notice. And that's just an example. The Kingo match, for example, that's like one of the last times Dynamite crossed, like I think over 950 total viewers.
Even when like nothing, like it was a while where either Dynamite was drawing well or just wasn't drawing. Like Dynamite would just draw whatever it drew, right? But like you would plug Kenny in there in something that fans cared about, and he would pop a rating. Even at times where like Punk was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be at Dynamite on Wednesday."
Correct.
I guess the EVPs can't make it.
Like
the ratings didn't move, bro. Like it was just
Kenny wrestling's a legitimate like special attraction.
Yes, it is. Yeah, people forget this. Moxley versus Kenny Omega Steel Cage last year. Really great match. That match popped the number. I'm telling you guys, Okada gets the Ivan Drago treatment. You build to a major Kenny Omega singles match. I don't care how much Kenny Omega wants to talk about. I'm winding down. I'm going to focus on putting over new guys, this and that. The people have spoken statistically. They want Kenny at the highest level. And it's going to be up to, I guess, God and his medical situation as to whether he can live up to that. But if he can, there is money to be made with revisiting Okada and Omega. So Okada can make tangible business difference from that standpoint. And I think all he has to do on his end is continue on the path that he is right now and just get booked strong. And regarding Will Ospreay, there isn't any evidence to suggest that he's going to make any much of a business difference. But from a show quality standpoint, I mean, having to be able to just boast that there's an Osprey singles match in your show is a good thing. And I think over time, Monty, the reason why Dynamite tickets used to do well before was because you knew for a fact you were going to see a great match on the tapings. And then that started to kind of sag in 2023. If you reestablish the habit that Dynamite is once again the home of at least one tremendous match, and you make Will a guy who wrestles 3 times a month on TV, I actually think there will be an uptick, at least to a degree, of people that come to the tapings going like, yeah, I'll go to this taping because even if I don't know who's on there, they're probably going to get me. I'm probably going to get a Billy match. And here's the thing: even if you do the argument of like, oh, but Will Ospreay matches are very similar. If getting to see that Ospreay format match when it hits your city is something that's going to be an attraction.
Gotta see it once, You
got to see the Ospreay match, TM with the trademark symbol. Just getting to see that when it hits your city is something you want to see.
Well, the thing is, mine is, I think it's Ospreay. And the reason why I think it's Ospreay is because I think Ospreay, because when I was watching, coming off the fucking Ospreay Takeshita match, when I was watching Kyle and the Ospreay, I was watching Ospreay and I was like, yo, this guy being on weekly TV, like even if from a wrestling capacity, if he wrestles on weekly TV, which we know he's not, but he could become a legit attraction from wrestling on weekly TV. Because who realistically on weekly TV is doing what Ospreay can do, and is doing what Ospreay is doing in terms of match quality? Not really many people.
I think people are taking way too much in on the rating that Ospreay versus Kyle done. Like MJF is a proven draw. We've seen him main event with lower card guys. And they lost numbers, like they didn't uptick in anything at all. And people ran parades on the timeline about it. People will be like, "Oh, MJF, I thought you were the biggest draw. I thought you were this. I thought you were that." And so it's just, and I think when like not to like bury Kyle or anything like that, but he's just not he's not a main eventer yet. He's not
established yet.
Yeah, he's not established.
Neither's Will.
Yeah, neither is Will. Like people know him. People know him from New Japan, but like he's not an established television character.
Exactly. Faithful know who he is and know that he's had these great matches in New Japan, but there is absolutely like probably a pretty significant portion of the AEW audience that are just kind of like, want an alternative to WWE, but they want deep into Japan. They've probably watched a few Ospreay matches and stuff, but they're not. Do you know what I mean? They don't view him the same way that like us guys view him because we've watched him. We've probably watched all these. We've probably watched all 35 matches that Dave's given 5 stars from him, and we've watched all the stuff that he can do. So we see him differently.
Monty, if you're somebody that does not watch Revolution Pro, and you don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, who is Kyle Fletcher to you? You know what I mean? He's just a guy. He's a guy who like they're pushing, but he doesn't win on TV. So if you're that national TV audience, and I don't want to do the whole like the casual guy, but I'm just saying if you're like if you guy who just watches AEW and
you weren't tuned in for the fucking 5-corner survival match that Fletcher won his belt. He's just a guy that just loses on television. Right. Like he had the good match with Kenny, he had the good match with Danielson, but everybody has good matches with them.
Correct. Exactly. And so and with Will, that's
4-corner survival.
It was good, but that's the other thing, guys. Like the people that were trying to victory lap, like, oh, Okada and Ospreay didn't draw. It's like, yeah, they didn't draw right now, but that's where booking comes in. It's the booking's job to make them compelling, so that like in 3 to 5 to 6 to 7 months, they mean something to the metrics. We've seen that this is possible. Fucking Dominic Mysterio and LA Knight were turning the draws. And
Dominic Mysterio is an insane draw for NXT now, just because of his fucking booking, bro. Like,
and he's Dominic Mysterio. So literally, just again, like those types of conversations are too early to hold in terms of like making these sweeping, takes about like their ability to draw. But they can be, and so we'll see if they can. And again, like I said earlier, I think the guy's Okada. I think the guy's Okada because of what you can lead to with him. Well, Ospreay can be AEW's Cody, which is funny because Cody was in AEW, but like he can be the guy that walks in and becomes the long-term ace of the promotion because of his age and because of like, I just feel like the spirit of Will Ospreay embodies the spirit of AEW.
It's infectious, bro. Like people want to root for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I still think I think there's valid arguments for all three of those points, but for the most part, I think if you're an American watching Okada, watching AEW, you're either watching Okada, watching Ospreay, you're either already watching AEW or you've watched a good amount of AEW in the past enough to know this shit's not really for me. So I don't know if bringing either of them in is gonna at least like in the short term build business. I do think Osprey is somebody that could become AEW's Cody, and like somebody people want to get behind, and people that are just like, oh, I stopped watching weekly. They tap back in because they're hearing about Osprey, they're seeing the things he's doing on Twitter, and they want to like watch for that shit too. But with Mercedes, I'm already seeing an immediate impact. Like, yeah, Dynamite drew like 800K, but like I'm looking online and I'm seeing people that are like, bro, I don't watch AEW, but I tuned in for Mercedes. And now they're asking if they should watch Rampage. They're tuning in for Collision. Knowing Mercedes isn't on either of those shows, they're just like, bro, if Mercedes is all elite, so am I. And I think this is like a snowball effect that just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Imagine if they give Mercedes a road to the top, bro. And then her fans and then like Diva stands can watch that. They get introduced to the other introduced to the other characters in AEW, bro. Like you put Red Velvet on that show, you put Willow on that show, you put some men on the show, like, and then they're gonna want to watch these people wrestle. They're gonna want to watch these people wrestle, bro. I think it's possible.
Booking Mercedes Moné on reality TV. I don't know, man.
They gotta do it.
Look, man.
Look, man.
Might see a different side, brother.
You can see Snoop Dogg pull up. On the show.
Snoop Dogg pull up there in the studio.
People think it's just gonna be, all friendly and.
They know,
bro. Her throwing her iPad at her assistant could be good TV. I can't lie, bro.
It could be, and guess what?
It could be good TV. And then she's just like talking to her crystals right after she threw the iPad.
Guys, this is how you market it, right? Imagine if you're like a guy in the room talking about how to market this to stands, right? It's like Mercedes Moné, new environment. It's like a kid moving to a new town, a new school. Are they gonna like her? Is she gonna work with the people? What if she's kind of this way and that way? In a commercial, you could have it where she's just like. You know that thing like in reality shows where they're talking to the screen? Like she could just be like, I am a boss. I'm a CEO. I don't need to play by everyone else's rules. And you just cut to fucking clips of her, being Mercedes and shit.
This would never make it,
The pilot would draw 3 million viewers, Montel. but in all seriousness, here's what I think they should establish as a habit. Because there was like a hilarious amount of stands I saw who saw Mercedes and just turned off. To me, it was blatantly clear she'll be involved in the main event. She name dropped the main event, Riho versus Statlander, basically made it clear, like, I'm going to be watching it. But
Riho versus Willow.
What did I say?
Statlander.
Oh, Riho versus Statlander.
Riho versus
Willow. You're a sexist piece of shit.
No. So, like, to me, it was obvious they're going to she's going to get involved, but, like, they didn't think so, and they turned it off, right? So you got to, like, almost establish that, like, anytime there's anything within the Mercedes orbit happening, expect Mercedes involved in some respect. Tune in, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what they need to establish there from a rating standpoint.
You want to? I always struggle with the debate because it's like the debate that I'm trying to have is who will make the biggest impact, like as a prediction. Not because the answer of who can, I think, is as close to undeniably Mercedes as you can get.
Right.
But I do think, on the flip side, out of the three talents, for her to reach the actual ceiling of what I assume us five think it is in AEW, the most stars have to align,
Yeah,
so
AEW would have to do stuff that they've proven that they haven't been capable of doing.
Exactly, yeah. Whereas
I think
the Osprey thing
feels safe.
It feels super like can't miss. Especially in comparison to kind of touch on what AO just said now, in comparison to what we're used to AEW doing. Like Osprey just fits into it perfectly, It just feels can't miss. But so that's kind of where I struggle with my final answer. But I'm gonna say Mercedes for now because the first week was a good start, So that's where I'm at. So let's get like final answers. Of who will, not who can, who will. So, AO,
I'm choosing to be optimistic, and I say Mercedes will.
Rob?
I am saying Osprey will.
Chris?
I changed my mind since my first statement. I think Okada will.
I'm crying. This thing guy gave that impassioned speech just to change his mind.
No. Listen. Like, I love Mercedes, and I'm not one of these AEW fans like, oh, she's so WWE people. But we don't know if she's locked in. To, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's locked in to do this elite shit. I think she is, but I don't. No,
that is a fair question. I don't think Will Ospreay ever leaves AEW. Honestly.
Yeah, I think he says forever.
Where there's a real there's a real chance that maybe Mercedes never leaves. Also, maybe she's gone in 3 years.
Yeah. But why I choose Okada I think they're gonna build Okada. Like we were talking about Dominic. I think they're gonna build Okada to the point where niggas just want to see him lose. They're cheering him right now. He's the newest signing. He's a rainmaker. They're cheering him right now. But I think he's gonna fucking decimate Eddie on Wednesday. I think he's gonna kill him. I don't think it's gonna be a good match or anything. I think he's gonna kill him. And I think he's just gonna go down the list of all these people everyone loves. He's just gonna decimate. People are gonna tune and want to see him lose. So that's why I'm choosing Okada now.
Okay.
No, Osprey on weekly TV. I don't know.
Ibu of WrestlePurists, back up, Hangman. Your final answer.
People have argued in the past that I was a big doubter of the Rainmaker. And I've learned my lesson.
Argued? It's your own tweets.
You tried to start a Japanese Randy Orton agenda.
It's your own tweets.
Don't blow my spot. People have argued that I have doubted the Rainmaker in the past. And I think I've learned my lesson. And right now I'm going to put my chips, my coins, in the hands of the Rainmaker. I think he will lead AEW to their 4th championship.
This is interesting, you know. We got me and AO got Mercedes. Ibu and Chris have got Okada. Rob's got Osprey. So this goes to kind of show, even in the chat, like the chat in our live chat right now, people have got all different answers, and it's a good debate to have if you're an AEW fan. You know, like these are the sort of debates that if you're an AEW fan, you want to be having. You know, like who's going to make the biggest difference, Mercedes, Okada, or Osprey? It's a what's it called?
Embarrassment of riches.
Yeah, that's the exact phrase I was looking for.
Pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Definitely help with the.
What about Adam Copeland?
What about him?
He's a bit older, you know. They signed him a few months ago, you know. We're focusing on the hit.
I don't ever want to see. I love Cope. I think he's done an even better job than I could have imagined with he's been doing this AEW run. If he ever main events a pay-per-view for the world title, yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't ever want to see him win it.
That may have been better.
He's like 50, you know.
Yeah.
They got 9 pay-per-views a year.
And also, I don't need him constantly hovering around the main event scene either, bro. Like I don't need that. Like keep him in the TNT title scene, the tag title scene, international title scene, doing cool side mission shit. I think that's his best use.
The only wrestlers that should be world champions in the mid-40s are like former Ring of Honor champions, you know.
I'm crying.
Just only the real
Joe, Brian, Punk, you know.
Well, I mean, well, you know.
Well, three of the 4 aren't bad.
Come on, bro.
I
really hope that nigga's not a referee. I hope he's not coming back.
I don't.
That would be crazy, bro. I don't know how much like geek shit he could possibly survive. Like, I'm not saying that would kill Punk's aura, but it would be like if Punk's aura did die one day, that's going to be one of the major instances that people point
That'll
to.
be part of the documentary.
Yeah, it'll be part of it, bro. Like, it'll be part of why Punk's aura is over.
Yeah.
Punk just posted a. Oh, no, he didn't. It wasn't just, but someone's just posted it on Twitter. I think it was the Fight for the Count. So Punk's Instagram story from earlier. It's a picture of All In. It's him, Brody, and Joe, and on the All In logo, he just edited a picture of Danhausen's face over it.
Bro, can you like just stay away from Joe? Like, do whatever you want with Brody, bro. Hang out with Danhausen, but just stay away from Joe, bro. Like, he's not on the weird shit.
Bro, that's his god, bro.
No, it's not. I talked to Joe the other day. Joe hates him.
Hey, yo, you know
I didn't talk to Joe. I didn't talk to Joe.
Yo, guys, damn well, you know damn well he's on some like. So how many more years, brother? How many more years until you
I can't see any situation that Joe would want to wrestle in WWE again.
You forget how
not
much
wrestle.
No, like post career shit. If Hunter survives all this shit that's going on right now, Joe would be kind of dumb not to take a job in the office with his mans or whatever. But wrestling, yeah,
getting the band back together. Regal,
Hunter, Joe.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a total stack with you. If Joe's deal expired this summer and Hunter said, brother, $950K, program with Roman Reigns, some tags, office, Joe is saying yes. Like he just is.
It's a sweet deal because that post-career stuff that WWE can offer you is like it's. You know, I know like with the recent free agent negotiations, people like WWE thinks they can just, you know, dangle WrestleMania in front of people and stuff. It's like one of the main things I actually do have is like that post-career stuff. It's like, yeah, AEW can offer something similar, but it's just not quite the same, you know. If you are like a Samoa Joe or it's like even Copeland, man, you kind of have to tip your hat to him, even though he's pointed it out himself and all of his fans have pointed it out. But like him leaving WWE this late in his career is like kind of crazy, and him kind of taking a little gamble on himself, not really a huge one. Of course, he was always going to be popular in AEW and get paid from Tony Khan, but you know, in terms of perception and ending his career the right way and stuff, like he definitely did take a bit of a risk doing that. So.
I gotta say
that late career deal from WWE is like it's got to be super tempting.
Honestly, I think it's already pulled off. I think it's already like paid off for Colt because there was a side. I'm not gonna point any fingers, but there was a side of the wrestling internet. There, you know, the IWC. They got a lot of fun out of kicking Cope's corpse, bro. Like they were shitting on him. They were shitting on his legacy. Niggas like backup Hangman, and now. It's really only the freakiest of freaks in WWE fans that are like, oh, Cope actually bad. Like even like the normalish freaks, they're just like, nah, he's playing over there in AEW right now, but he'll always be a WWE guy. So I think this is good for him and his reputation.
I agree.
He's gotten the love from like a whole different fan base now because it got really ugly for Spearman. It got to the point where he started cutting promos on a certain Twitter user that's on this panel right now.
I'm pretty sure he literally said Spearman on TV, and I was like, "Yo!"
No, he literally did. He literally said Spearman.
He's like, "You trolls on social media that just type things, just take shots at guys who are successful." Spearman.
Yo, who invented Spearman again? I forgot.
So, a bread-loving guy on this panel, you know.
He hiding his face.
Yo, Chris, didn't he block you for that?
Yo,
he did not block me for when I was.
He blocked me.
He blocked me way after for some reason.
Bro, because I would just make spaces after every single one of his segments and be like, yo.
Oh, I definitely saw the Finn Balor match, and he was like, all right, bro, that's enough.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you.
Yo, that Finn Balor match was crazy. Anyway.
It was awesome.
I'm talking about the Hell in a Cell match. Hell in a Cell match.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that was...
It sucks, but also Finn Balor did need fucking 15 staples in his head, like 7 minutes.
Yeah, like, yo, I felt so bad. I was like...
I felt bad too, bro, because I thought it was a little cut.
Yeah, I was yelling. I'm like, let him bleed. Who cares? And he showed the picture. I was like, is that his brain?
Bro.
I was like,
they stapled that boy's skull back together.
Yo, I think Finn said later on that he does not remember that match.
That's crazy. Yeah, because there's no way you could get a gash in your head like that and not have brain trauma, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You get hard enough for your skull to get split like that, your brain is definitely like
he said
spaghetti right now.
He said he didn't remember, and that like Edge was just pulling him through spots, and he just didn't remember shit. Like he didn't know what was going on.
Fucking yo, Chris, what are you more proud of? Spearman? Getting Edge to say Spearman on TV or Arm Boy making an Arm Boy shirt?
Oh, I don't know. Getting Edge. Edge is a notorious blocker though. So like I kind of knew at one point when I was going crazy on it at one point, boss, that he would have seen it. I didn't know he was gonna cut that promo. I didn't watch Raw. I just remember Evil D-Me like, yo, this nigga just said Spearman. That shit had me crying, but Jonathan Gresham making an Arm Boy shirt was crazy.
And then we literally And then we literally asked one of Gresham's friends, like a wrestler that's friends with Gresham. We was like, "Yo, what's this arm boy shirt about?" And his response was, "Nigga, you know what it's about." He was like, "Nigga, you know what it's about."
I miss Gresham, man. He was awesome.
Yeah, man. He's a good wrestler, man. It's, it's I guess it's a little. I wouldn't say it's like a huge shame. I don't. It's a little shame that things, play out with him.
Look, bro, he should
ROH, TK, ROH era.
Hey, listen, anybody
he should have never signed that. He should have never signed that contract with AEW, bro. And I said it. when it was announced that he signed it. I think it was Ibu who told me, he's like, "Yo, Gresham's coming to AEW," and I was like, "To do what? Like literally to do what?" Because I knew he wasn't gonna want to be a jobber. Like I knew he was never gonna want to do that, and he's not gonna get fucking pushed. So like, and then
yeah,
it's pretty crazy. I was gonna say, shout out to the three guys, the three people that AEW landed, right? Shout out to them for not being marks, because like WWE's, because they're in the TKO thing now and there's a budget. They are trying to do the thing of like, you should join us because we are the WWE. We have WrestleMania. We will help your legacy. Join us. Okay, cool. How's my pay?
Don't worry about all that.
Yeah, that shit was never gonna fly with Barry Bloom, like for Okada, for example. No, Ospreay got Barry Bloom as well, didn't he? So
yeah, he did.
That shit was never gonna fly with him, bro. Like,
imagine Barry Bloom reporting back to Okada-san. He's like, "Yeah, so Hunter's saying 1.5 million. Tony's giving you 4, but he said you could have a WrestleMania moment. What do you think, Big Kazu?" Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. But speaking of WrestleMania moments, it's the other subject that I said we'd talk about.
Yes, sir.
Is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson taken away from this Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns title match, or do you think having him around and having the extra eyes and him, being as entertaining as he has ultimately added to it? Because I do think that there is arguments for both, to be honest. Pretty strong arguments for both as well. Obviously,
I'll ask AO. AO, were you watching SmackDown before Dwayne came back, nigga?
Absolutely not. No, fuck no.
AO, Monty, AO is now watching SmackDown.
I'm tuned in for the Rock segments, bro. I'm tuned in for the Rock segments.
This nigga's watching SmackDown.
And so is Chris. Chris wasn't watching SmackDown, bro.
Oh.
The Rock came back, he brought out the Versace, and we here with Big Dwayne.
Here's the thing, Monty. Look, of course, he's going to overshadow some of these guys in the sense of like he just swallows the room. Pause. But like the thing is, you had to get the foreground set up before you build the house, and so yes, a lot of the focus is on the big tag and with Cody and Rock's dynamic, right? But that's because Rock had 3 TV dates. He did them.
Yeah.
And now that he's gonna step away because he's not gonna be on TV for the next 2 weeks. What did they immediately do? They announced Roman and Cody having a face-to-face, and now they'll establish the Night 2 build. And so yeah, you have to establish the stakes going into like chapter 1 before you then set up the conclusion. So yeah, Roman Reigns does feel a bit like a background player here. But number 1, I think there'll be some catch up. And number 2, I'll take this option over the original any day of the week because, quite frankly, who would have predicted in 2024 that The Rock would come back and like do like his best work?
Motivated, working on the fly.
He actively, clearly like loves wrestling again, which is like, who would have thought that?
Because as the big man will tell you, wrestling is cool again in 2024.
Wrestling is cool again in 2024. Tomorrow's Monday Night Raw is going to be the 9th consecutive TV sellout. And so it's just like, it's the fucking Rock. I'm not passing up heel Rock in 2024 on TV, especially if it's not going to impede in Cody Rhodes' progress. The fact that now he's doing this to aid in this guy's crowning, give me that for sure.
Wait, aid in what crowning?
In the crowning of Cody Rhodes as the official cemented ace of WWE. Cody's going to have his Wrestle Kingdom 10 moment.
Someone just suggested in the live chat that Cody Rhodes is one of the people complaining about The Rock using profanity and stuff, which is hilarious to me.
You think He thinks Cody's one of the ones who's mad.
Absolutely no way.
Cody, I mean, Cody's cursed before. Cody's not a big promo cursing guy.
Yeah, if Cody wants to get some shit off in a promo, he's not one of the people handcuffed, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
the other thing. He said bullshit on TV. Number one. Number two, they're not going to complain to him. Number three, his style is to just be verbose and use big words, rather than to just be like, "Oh, this motherfucking piece of shit, fucking motherfucker." He's not John Moxley, you know. So
yeah, 100%. But yeah, man, Dwayne, big part of this Mania build, of course, the tag match and stuff. And you know, some people, I think, no, you said overshadowed. You know, like, yeah, of course, like when Dwayne's in the room, it's like, bro, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like, what do you want from me? You know, like, but taking away, I think that's a different thing. You know, so I don't think
I don't think there's an argument for that. I don't think there's an argument for him taking it away because, like, people that are complaining, like, oh, where's Roman? Where's Roman? Where's Roman? Bro, if The Rock wasn't here, Roman's not showing up. You would have Jay and Jimmy. You would have Jimmy, and you'd have Paul Heyman, and you'd have Solo Sikoa. It's not Roman would magically make these towns if The Rock wasn't here to build this match.
No, you wouldn't. We saw it last year. Cody had like 3 straight Paul Heyman segments. Like,
that ass, bro. He was just cutting promos about Roman to Paul Heyman.
To Paul Heyman.
With Solo Sikoa standing menacingly in the background, like.
The first one was really good, Monty, if you remember. The first one where they were talking about Steve Corino and shit in ECW. And Heyman's crying.
Your father fought Steve Corino.
Yeah, no, Cody and Heyman have some good interactions, but the point is that should kind of be.
Monty lagged again.
We lost him.
But yeah, it should be about Cody and Roman, and Roman's not showing up. He's not
going to show up regardless.
So that's kind of the deal there. My big thing is I wish Dwayne was around more, because what we have gotten of him has been really fun. But my thing is always just make sure that the other guys look good face to face with him, because I'm glad Seth got that moment last week where, for all the jokes and bits we get about Seth freaking, he got in his face, told him to shut the fuck up, said he had a midlife crisis, and he said, "This is not your era, this is our era." And I like that type of shit. It reminds me of shonen manga. It feels like New Japan and stuff. And the truth is, the subtext of the whole story is Rock is talking about wrestling is cool again. He literally said the bloodline has made wrestling cool again. We're selling out towns, we're selling out this and that. He's the bad guy. He's delusional. That's not true. It's not The Rock who's gotten WWE this hot. They got hot before he came back. And that's why it's imperative for Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes to say, that's not fucking true. We're the ones making the towns in this territory right now. We're the ones wrestling on all these house shows and TVs. It's our era. It's not yours. So that's like been the subtext of this entire storyline. And it's a good story to tell, man. Rock's been great. So I don't think he's been overshadowing anything.
Yeah, I don't think he's particularly took away from it, because he's just made him more. He's just made me more excited for WrestleMania season. You know,
bro. I didn't give a fuck about anything on this card until the Rock.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man, and obviously he's performed. Like, I don't think him showing up on the dates that he's booked on, that coincidentally, I think 2 out of the 3 are ones that Roman hasn't been booked on.
Mm-hmm.
Him being as great as he's been, it isn't like, I don't get how, because we are seeing quite a lot of it. A lot of people spinning it into like almost a negative. Like, what do you want him to do? Like, be a background player? It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, bro. Like, what do you want from it? You know?
Monty, in the segment where Roman and Rock were there together, Roman did reclaim some agency and authority, because he did
a whole promo. Yeah.
What's up?
No, he did that whole promo as well before. Like, he'll come out, he does a promo, introduced The Rock. The Rock came out, did his thing, and then Roman cut him off, and
but that would also, like, when Rock was kind of getting the shit off, Roman stopped and put that hand up his home. Before you continue, my nigga, you acknowledge me, right? Like, I'm like the boss, right? And Roman was, and Rock was, he submitted to that. He's like, yes, I do. And Roman was like, cool, continue, nigga. He's not gonna look. If you had Roman trying to match Rock in a fucking charisma off, that would have been so phony. He's not gonna.
No one fucking wrestling.
Yeah, like, it fits Roman's personality to just kind of sit back and chill and be like, all right, Dwayne, do your little shtick, nigga. As long as you acknowledge me, that's cool. Do your shtick. You know, I don't give a fuck about Cody. Go.
I'm your big bro. You can do whatever you want.
literally. So I think it's been fine.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you like this, Monty. Because there are matches on this Mania undercard that I don't give a shit about, right? Like a lot of those SmackDown non-title matches that are just like whatever. Like I do not care. But my interest and excitement for that tag match specifically, the Roman Rock Cody Seth match. My goodness.
Seeing how The Rock injures himself.
I spent like an hour just going back and forth with Kwame. We were just riffing on like what stupid shit Dwayne's gonna do in that ring. You
know?
He's gonna do a flip. I'm telling y'all, bro.
He's gonna do a
flip. Coming out.
He's gonna do something, bro. He's gonna do like a Canadian. Can you imagine Dwayne doing a Canadian destroyer?
I don't think he's gonna do any mark shit.
He's gonna do a mark move.
No, I think he just gets put through an announce table or something.
Bro, you know what? Let's put $10. He'll do a mark move. He'll do one.
Well,
he's gonna do.
If we can come up with a list
of mark moves.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. If we're gonna involve a bet, you know what I mean. I'll take my stats and my information seriously.
Monty, would you consider 3 guys on the outside? Rock is on the top turnbuckle, jumps onto them. A mark move.
No.
Yes. That's what the Rock it is, bro. Because he's not doing that. He's not doing that.
Bro, that's what every old guy does. Like,
Bro, but Monty, what you gotta consider is the old guys are fucking marks now, bro.
Yeah,
like they're like, oh my god, I gotta keep up with the kids of this time. Yeah. Like I gotta do something to keep up with the kids.
If he does a Canadian, do you know what I mean? Like, there's levels, you know. Yeah, if he did a Canadian, that's a full on.
That would be hilarious, bro.
Okay, what about let me see. Because here's the thing, we know that a big
if he does a flip in any way or form, you know.
What if he tries? I'm convinced that The Rock wants to go viral with a move that he does during this tag match.
I think he's just gonna go for a table or get speared for a barricade or some shit. Like.
Bro, John Cena in 2015 came back with a bunch of mark moves. He's instead of doing that springboard stunner and the code red and shit. Listen,
yo, Stone Cold telling Cena to cut that shit out was fucking hilarious, bro. He's like, all right, bro. Like,
bro, that springboard stunner was like disgusting.
On the Stone Cold podcast, he was reading like fan mail, like, what do you think of the Cena stunner? He was like, I think it looks like shit. It looks like shit. What the fuck was that? Meanwhile, Steen, he was like, yeah, that's cool that Steen does it. I don't really know.
Yo, did Steen ask?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
He did it the first time against Roman, and he was like, who the fuck told you could do that? But then later on, he was like, it's cool.
Bro, in the comments, my man last said a Dwayne 450 would bring me back. Could you imagine?
Oh my God, bro. Yo, I'll tell you right now. If Dwayne does a 450, I'll watch every single episode of WWE programming that features
Dwayne is not doing a 450.
He might.
No.
You know what I'm actually looking forward to, Monty?
This is what we need. This is what we need. The specific list of potential mark moves that The Rock may pull out in a Mania main event. You get me? Because they're not going to agree or disagree with it.
You know what I am looking forward to? 2 things that are 100% happening. You guys know how in every big Dwayne match they do the finisher stealing thing where they steal each other's finishers and stuff for near falls? It's gonna be so funny, bro. When that nigga, like, can you imagine, guys? He holds Cody's like decrepit body up and he's doing the dusty punches and he's like demonstratively doing the funky like a monkey dance, does the elbow and shit. You know what I mean? He does a fucking crossroads. That's 100% happening.
And then he sets him up in the middle of the ring for a people's elbow. You know, he goes to take off the arm pad, and then what the fuck? What's this? The glass shatters. You know,
you know what he's gonna do for the people. You know, he grabs the elbow like really dramatically. He's gonna slap his arm for the chills this time when he does the elbow. You know?
He really might just do that,
bro. Are they gonna blade though? Because here's the thing: we know that Rock has been cursing on TV, right? Because he plays by different rules. He said on TV. Like, I'm a bust Cody up. I'm gonna get him bleeding, and I'm gonna slap him in front of his mother.
I think Cody might blade.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know though, bro. You want to?
I don't think WWE wants that, bro. Because I think they would let Cody blade, but they're gonna be showing this footage forever and ever and ever. I don't think they want Cody bloody in it.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
The
I
thing
think
is,
also, I think like we've all been kind of like predicting Cody Rhodes blading the whole time he's been in WWE, and he's not done it yet. You know,
he is saving it for something though, because he's seen that Steen did it and got away with it.
Yeah.
So he's just like, all right, bet. He's saving it for something.
The thing, and again, here's the thing. Rather than Rock is
the
old.
Punk match.
Monty,
Probably what you'd say if I had to guess.
Say it again.
I say if I had to guess if Cody was saving it for one particular match, I would probably say the Punk match. Where he would save like a blade spot.
Can you imagine Punk in the middle like this shit don't got heat?
I think Punk and Cody will just be like aura, blood, grit. Like that's punches. Like it will be fucking awesome, you know. But,
oh man.
Yeah.
I think Dwayne's doing a mark move. And again, like I said, Dwayne's doing a mark move, and Cody's gonna bleed in front of his mama. So. And yes, a splash to the outside on 3 niggas is a mark move, Monty.
I think so too.
I
think that's an old ass man. I gotta keep up with the kids ass move.
AKA how many times did Sting do that shit? Like,
oh my god, bro, that was Sting
that's
shit.
not a mark. That's not a mark move. Just an old man falling out there. Like that's not.
Do you think
you got fucking Kerry Morton doing that at 85 years old and shit, bro?
Okay, question is Dwayne capable of doing a Cody cutter?
No.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
I don't think he can.
I think he's practicing.
Nah. Bro, he's fucking.
He's gonna like tear everything,
bro.
He's
trying to imagine him springboard off. He would tear his whole back off.
No way.
Yeah, you know prediction I'm fucking in.
Rock Poison Rana would be
I think he could do.
I think he could get his big ass up there for a Hurricane.
He could not do that.
He did it. I think he did it in the Cena match.
No, he
Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, I think he did it.
Somebody would have clipped
it was either Cena. It was either Cena or
I think Cena did one to him, didn't it?
Cena did a Rana, which is really funny. Cena started doing Ranas.
I think Cena did one to him, and I think Rock did one to him.
Yo,
I don't know. Though I don't actually remember those matches very well because I didn't think they were that great. You know,
I've never seen the second one. Only saw the first one.
You don't need to. Like, it's a shame that like the biggest match in the history of the business is like whatever. You know,
the first one's very good. The first one's very good.
It's I need to rewatch it. It's decent. You know, it's decent, but it's not like you gotta think of it. I'm looking at it from the perspective of like this is the highest buy rate pay-per-view a wrestling show has ever done. Like that first Rock Cena match.
Monty, I want you to guess what Rock Cena won as on Cage Match. Let's look this shit up.
I'm assuming it has like a 7.2.
6 points.
Monty, that first one is good, bro. All right, let's see here. Cage Match. I'm telling you, all right. So Dave. Am I looking at this right? Oh, okay. I thought I saw it. Dave went 3 3/4 on the first one, and Cage Match went 7.75. It's a very good match.
What the fuck?
Now
that good? I need to rewatch it.
It's very good.
Now
let's look at the second one.
I think the second one is in the 5s.
The second one,
just how people talk about that shit.
So for context, Monty, the second one, Dave still went 3.5, but that's just because they just did a lot of finishers at the end, and like Dave is into that type of stuff, right? Cage Match gave the second one 5.51.
Damn.
Yes.
I don't trust either of those resources. Also,
yeah. They could both be co-opted, honestly.
Trust me in that I just reviewed these things last year, and I think I went 3 3/4 or 4 on the first one. It's very good. It's really good.
Would you go on the second one?
I think 3 1/4. It's like boring, and then AO they just start doing like a bunch of epic finishes and kickouts for like 10 minutes straight, and I was like, all right, this is entertaining. So
yeah, I think Rock's just gonna play the heat. So I think
the Brahma Rana. I'm looking at the comments.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. The Rock didn't come back just to throw some pretty punches and hit the people's elbow. I'm telling you, he's got something.
I think that's exactly what he did.
He's got something in the bag, bro. He's got something in the bag for us. I'm telling you.
He's gonna hit a mean spine buster. You know.
Here's the thing.
German.
He's gonna go Mania 19. Like, remember the Mania 19 match with Austin, where like his character work is so fun. He puts on Austin's jacket and that shit, and he's just being like mad entertaining and shit. I'll tell you this, guys. This is my prediction off rip. I'm gonna declare this now. Rock will be better than Roman in that match.
Yeah,
I believe that.
I think it's just naturally a better setting for him as well.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's because The Rock actually cares about what he's doing.
Bro, that boo-boo face Roman has on night 2, if Cody actually goes over, it's going to be insane, bro.
Hey, yo, he's going to treat it like this match does not matter.
Bro, he might just go out there.
I don't know, man. I've got faith. I'm being naive, I guess, but I think Roman's going to show up and he's gonna have this attitude era horse shit.
Drama, the match will be good. I'm saying, the match will be good. I'm saying his energy, like he's just gonna like.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I mean. I think he'll put his shift in because it's like you gotta think, bro. Even though he is the one losing the title, this is still one of the biggest matches of his career, bro. Like,
true.
This is still, you know, the main event of WrestleMania. Even though he's done it fucking 8 times before, but this one's different. This is like.
You know what I hope he considers?
This is probably. Hold on, I'm thinking. This might be the biggest match of Roman's career.
Until the Dwayne match.
Yeah, until the Dwayne match, if it happens, which we all expect it does. But obviously with him going away filming after Mania, we don't know when, and blah, 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 blah. But as of right now, I think there's a very, very strong argument that this upcoming match with Cody on night 2 of WrestleMania is going to be the biggest match of his career. So it's like, I don't think he's just going to like phone it in just because he's losing. I think he's going to want to drop the belt, like, you know, and make a good account of himself, because that is a big part of how title reigns get judged. You know what I mean? Like how the manner in which you drop the belt and stuff like that. So you know, and Roman's not a mark who cares a lot about these things, but I don't think he's completely like disconnected from those things either. So
you know what?
Everything you just said is true, Monty. But I think if Roman really cared about all that shit, he'd at least show up for these fucking feuds, and he's not.
I don't know,
like,
man.
He's not.
It's Roman. At the same time, it's Roman, so he's gonna do the bare minimum in terms of appearances these days.
You know what I hope he considers, bro. I hope at one of these weeks, bro, Dwayne like pretty much relates him, brother. Bro, Roman. You combine every Rock World title run, and it's not even like a fourth of like the total time Roman's been champion. I think it's probably something.
Well, I'm pretty sure every single world title run combined, like all 5 of them, is way less than a year. I think it's like 120 something days.
And so
I might be off, but I think it's less than like that. It's definitely less than a year.
And if you look at that, Roman will never ever be The Rock. He just will never ever be.
Nah, he won't.
And so it's just like these numbers are meaningless. You know what I mean? Like.
Bro, but the kids of today love that shit, though.
They don't know ball, bro. Like,
no, the numbers have become meaningless with Roman. I don't think they are meaningless, but I think with Roman they've become meaningless now.
Okay.
He's broke every record, bro. Like, he's done everything conceivable, really.
I guess the point of Monty.
I was off. All 8 of The Rock's WWE world title runs is 367 days combined.
Jesus Christ! And look at that.
More than a year.
And then 97 days is World Heavyweight champion.
And so I guess what I'm saying is like, bro, wrestling is about living forever. It's about making timeless memories. Mick Foley said this to CM Punk in a promo. He was like, do you want to be a statistic or do you want to be a legend? No one cares about dates. It's about the moments. Niggas remember the fucking fall off the cell. Niggas remember Kenny Omega collapsing to his knees before that Rainmaker, brother. I can't tell you how many days Okada was champion, but I remember Okada Omega, brother. It's about living. It's about becoming immortal, not to be cliche. And so I say all this to say, Roman needs to treat that weekend like it's the most important weekend of his life. He needs to treat that weekend like, if I never wrestle again, I'm okay with it. Kurt Angle walked out like that. In this documentary, Monty, he said in 2006, my matches were so great because I treated it like I might die in the ring. That's Mana, Monty. That's the definition of Mana. What is Mana?
That's the thing, man. It's like, yeah, I do. Like I said, I'm not, maybe we're both just being naive, you know. But I do think Roman is gonna do the right thing in terms of his level of effort, you know.
The point of wrestling is to not play out on paper. The games aren't played on paper. They're played on the court. They're played on the floor, on the gridiron, on the parquet.
Those Zoomer fans, bro, all they care about is numbers nowadays.
All they care about is the numbers.
The homie WrestleOps tweets out some numbers, 10,000 likes.
Just numbers and statistics and quarter hours and total accumulated dates as champion. But brother, I remember the images, man. Give these people a life-lasting memory. That's what wrestling is for. You don't take the numbers to the grave, Monty. You don't take the belts with you to the grave.
I'm pretty sure the only reason people still mention Pedro Morales, who's probably dead, is because of the number of days he held the belt.
Pedro Morales isn't Dwayne Johnson.
No,
so that's my point, brother. This sport is the sport of kings for a reason. Roman Reigns, you have a chance on April 7th and April 8th to become a king, truly. And not because WWE said you were, but because you actually were one.
No, we'll do that when we don't drop the belt. So.
we're going, Rob, we're going for Hogan.
That's why when those idiots are like, what? Why did Kenny Omega take a Tiger Driver? That's why he took a Tiger Driver.
You're going for Hogan. We're going for Bruno.
As long as I'm a wrestling fan, that Tiger Driver will be talked about forever.
You're gonna make sure of it.
I'm gonna make sure of it, bro. As long as I'm a fucking fan.
All right, let's we spoke about Dwayne. We spoke about AEW's new signings. We're over 3 hours in. We're gonna do some super chats and get out of here. Corey Davey, $4. Appreciate you again. Wasn't the source that said Okada to NXT also saying NXT cross All Japan relationship was done? Are they shooting 50 from field? Or were both stories capped? Different sources. It was actually different sources.
No. It was both. It was both Monthly Puro that said both of these. That said these things.
It wasn't.
Bro,
the NXT All Japan thing was Super J-Cast, wasn't it?
No, it was Monthly Puro, bro.
85%. Bro, 85% certain about this.
Monty, I'm telling you, because I'm gonna tell you how I found out about this. I saw all the discourse on the timeline. And then I saw the thread where all this originated from. And I went on the WrestlePurists account and I retweeted every single tweet so I could get it on the discourse. And then I clicked to the person's profile and they worked for Monthly Puro.
I know, but they did a tweet off the podcast account. Remember?
What I was going to say, Monty,
to delete the tweet and stuff.
I'm sure JK got in on some of this, but like
that's what I'm saying.
What this guy's saying in this tweet specifically. Monthly Puro had a report about like why WWE's All Japan thing fell through.
Yeah. That one was Monthly Puro.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I can say this.
I thought they were referring to. You remember? Like, I think it was Super J-Cast. Apologies to Voices of Wrestling if it wasn't, but it's like they put out a tweet like, NXT like the thing All Japan was hinting in that. Remember when they done that weird video? All Japan did when they like teased an NXT superstar.
Yeah. The three faces.
They did a tweet that was like the person being teased isn't WWE or NXT. Then literally like 30 minutes later, it was announced like Charlie Dempsey, All Japan. So there was that. Then obviously the thing that Ibu just mentioned, where it was like, this is how it all broke down, and it was meant to be like this detailed report that didn't even make any sense.
What I was going to say was
bad source, Monthly Puro. Voices of Wrestling, though, they've actually had like, some good scoops and stuff like that, but we all get stuff wrong,
I was gonna say, there was chatter, there was some interest in getting Nakajima in for WrestleMania weekend, which is why, if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed this, Monty, the switch to do Dragunov and Tony D, has it not felt like a sharp pivot? Because
bro, I know Monty loves Tony D, but I feel like that's a strange stand and deliver match.
It's a little weird. It's
carry on your point, because I do think you're onto something.
I don't know how far they got in putting it together. Monty Pure Wrestler said that it didn't happen because WWE didn't want to give anyone to their champion carnival. They're claiming that it didn't happen because WWE wouldn't give people to All Japan for the champion carnival tournament. I don't know. Can't confirm that. Asked, no answer. All I know is this. There was initial conversation, maybe dating back to as late as late January, early February, that they would like to have Nakajima in for WrestleMania weekend. It's why Nakajima said to Charlie, when he was seeing Charlie Dempsey off, maybe I'll visit NXT or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And in my personal inference, that was never outwardly said to me, was that they might throw him at Ilya Dragunov. That was my personal inference. And I can say this. I mean, look, it just appears to me that this Tony D thing was a kind of a late thing that they just kind of put together to give Dragunov a match. So,
yeah, I do think as much as I love Tony D'Angelo, it does feel like the way he's been kind of inserted into this does feel like a bit of more like a pivot than something that they've been building towards for a while, you know. And I love Tony D, and I'm not mad at the match. I actually think
it'll be good on the.
I think it could be really good because with Ilya Dragunov, he's going to make you. He's going to bring you to his, at least attempt to get to his level of physicality. So it's going to be physical. But it's important that Ilya's opponent, even though Ilya will be able to drag he could drag me to a pretty decent match, you know, because his level of intensity, his physicality, these things. But it's also important that his opponents have decent offense to fill the space that they have, which I do think Tony D does. Like, he's got all these cool suplexes. He's very powerful. He's very well put together.
Yeah,
he can do all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like then Ilya will sell it by landing on his neck for everything. And you know how the story will probably go. So you know, I'm actually quite optimistic for the match itself. But the way that the matches came about for Mania weekend does feel a bit like
I'm gonna tweet out.
I'm out of nowhere.
I'm gonna tweet this out to put pressure, but I like Tony D as a talent, but I'll never be able to visualize him as the top guy as long as he wrestles in those sweatpants and tank. You know what I mean? That's such a gimmick fit.
I only can envision him as a world champion when he wrestles. But,
Brian.
So I guess what I'm getting at is
I need some tomato sauce down it and shit. You know,
94 WWF motherfucker. Listen, he needs to get some real gear. Get some real gear. You know.
But what though?
Just
with that gimmick.
Where would this dude?
So you should probably just wear my Muay Thai shorts.
I would say just straight up, just like the trunks and then knee pads and
Dino
boots.
Bravo.
No, bro, trunks is crazy.
But I think this shit work because when he's in the ring doing backdrop suplexes and shit, I'm not thinking about his fucking track pants.
I don't think his gears. Bro, he wears trousers and a tank top.
I'm watching the capture suplexes and the backdrops and the Germans. I'm not watching his fucking track pants.
I mean, bro wants Tony D in a singlet. That's not what bosses wear, bro.
He should wear what Dax wears.
No,
Dax wear what Dax wears.
Absolutely fucking not.
He look like
nobody should do anything like Dax.
Corey David, $5, appreciate it. You think Mercedes buying a ticket to Mania do you think Mercedes is buying a ticket to Mania to support Bayley? Also, outside of Sheamus, who might jump to AEW from WWE? Mercedes she won't need to buy. She won't need to buy a ticket either. I very much doubt. She's gonna be. You'll probably be like Bayley the other day, bro. Like she's gonna be up in the rafters. I doubt she's gonna be in the crowd. Do you know what I mean? She's either gonna be. I doubt she's gonna be backstage either. It'll probably be a thing. That's if she does go, bro. Because obviously Mania's in Pittsburgh, bro. So I don't know. Well, obviously we know that those four if you include Tamina. That's the one. More about people. We know that they want to support each other, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they can all make every single event for each other. Do you know what I mean? They've still all got schedules, you know.
Yeah, if she's free, she'll be there and she'll be on the Raptors with Sting.
Yep. Yes. My bad. Outside of Sheamus, who might jump to AEW from WWE?
Right now, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
AEW to WWE. No, WWE to AEW. What are the contracts that are apparently up? So you got Sheamus, Drew, Seth, Becky,
Balor, is coming up this year.
Yeah, Sheamus is like the only one that I can see right now. That's not to say that all the other names would like absolutely stun me or anything like that, but like Sheamus is the only one that I can like kind of see right now. But at the same time, I do actually think there is a bigger chance than some people would say that he does just resign with WWE.
I mean, it's not out of the question, but I will say this, Monty. Have you noticed just his social media behavior in the last month?
I don't know. He's had phases like this before, though, bro. Where he just kind of like
he's just been very like sarcastic and very
yeah. So
yeah, he's on a certain type of energy right now.
I could see Balor or AJ jumping ship one of these days, maybe. But I assume they both resign. I think everybody we just named resigns. I think Sheamus is
the veterans.
He might also resign. I don't think Tony Khan should be beating down the door for any of these people.
They're all their face.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
if you could get Becky Lynch.
Yeah, like if you just business sense, I think Becky's terrible. But business sense, if you can get Becky, you gotta go for her.
Tony loves Becky Lynch, by the way.
Please stay over there. Like everybody, like AJ, Finn, I wouldn't mind them coming, but they're also old as fuck.
Bro. If Finn signed for AEW and went on like a strong run where he can wrestle a lot and get his teeth into it, I think Finn would like shock people. Finn's so good, man.
If Finn literally just had his Prince run on like AEW television, it would change a lot about his perception.
Yeah, because that pandemic NXT run was really good, and he could literally recreate that beat for beat on Collision. So he could.
Finn's great, man. I love Finn.
Yeah,
real pro.
I would I was about to fantasy book him in New Japan, but New Japan's bad right now, so it's like
they can't even pay anybody, bro. Like people fantasy book Sheamus over there.
They're just re-signed Gabe Kidd.
Yeah, but
Gabe Kidd just got barely more than a young boy deal that he was on. I assume. Like I'm just like he's getting a raise based off of his young boy contract that he just got off of. So it's not like he's like a big money player and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that they were able to re-sign Gabe Kidd. I hope he's gonna. I think he's become a millionaire one of these days. But right now is not the time to be looking to jump to the U.S. for him, in my opinion.
Yuzura Hart, $5. Even with how excellent the roster is, I think AEW has to try and get that main event babyface run from Omega before he winds down. Yeah, I've been saying this for.
I agree.
I've been saying this. I was saying this at the time when he was the top guy heel as a champion. Anyway, I was like, this is great and everything, and obviously it's going to lead to the Hangman. Crowning, which of course was a huge moment for AEW and for Hangman and even for Kenny himself. But people love Kenny, man. And when he and the Bucks went away for all that time because of all the CM Punk stuff and the suspension and whatnot and all that bullshit and political bollocks, when they came back, the people just wanted to see Kenny wrestle again. Like we was talking earlier about like how Kenny singles matches are a legitimate draw because it's a genuine attraction. People just want to see Kenny be the best bout machine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's Kenny. Like people just that AEW audience as well. Obviously, like bro, going into the creation of AEW in 2019, about 90% of the AEW audience believe that Kenny Omega was the greatest wrestler walking the earth. So it's like. He has a very special connection with the audience, man. So, people want to see him have like the guy. Do you know what I mean? The centerpiece, top guy reign. As a babyface.
I don't know if this is breaking news, but I'll just say it on air because who cares? WWE has confirmed to me that Roman Reigns will work SummerSlam. So.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What do you think Roman does at SummerSlam?
I have no clue.
Cody rematch.
Because it's already been reported that The Rock's schedule's busy.
He can't do it
this time of year for a movie.
It's not saying that he can't do it. It's just that a film that he's involved with, the Smashing Machine, the thing I think is like co-producing it with A24 or something like that.
Okay.
that's filming in between. I think what is it like June 1st to August 1st or something like that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how movie filming schedules work, but like, is it possible to like break off a project from a filming wise early by just getting your shit done before it like the whole production's done? Like, is that possible?
But the thing is as well, depending on what your role is on the production, direction, any roles that you play in the film and stuff like that, it's not a guarantee unless you're literally the main character in a film. It's like there's a good chance that you're not going to be shooting every single day on set. You know, there'll be days as well where you're waiting around for like 9 hours before you shoot your scenes and all these different things. So there's so many factors that go into it. I think just because we know that that's when they're filming, I don't think it would be right to completely rock out of any events just yet. So.
When I was asked about it, Monty, like I was like, "Is Rock like back?" And they were like, "Yes." And I was like, "Back?" And they're like, "Yes." And I was like, "Really?"
Like he's just gonna like consistently be part of WWE now?
It was implied to me like Big Fours until Mania, but I'm gonna try to get some official like clarification.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some clarification. If that's legitimate, if like he's just at SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Rumble, that's like a game changer. To be completely honest with you.
Look, man, if The Rock is back. Maybe we don't put the belt on Cody, you know? Maybe we explore the options here.
If not, Jacob Fatu Roman could be the SummerSlam match.
Let's I'm trying to wrap up. We got a lot of super chats, and I don't want to just skip past them for people. Beast Mode 499, appreciate it. People talk their shit about the very end of MJF's reign, but the man always did huge numbers. Ospreay versus MJF would be huge money. I do actually agree with the super chat, but other than that, the super chat kind of implies that like when you say like, "Oh, people talk shit about the end of MJF's reign," it's like, yeah, because it deserved it, you know. So you know, but I do think
y'all can't use graphs to gaslight me into enjoying MJF's title reign. I'm sorry.
I do think that people are a little bit revisionist, if that's the right word, with MJF's title reign as a whole. You know, he had some good defenses.
I don't really.
And there was times like me and AO we was reviewing the Dynamites. It's like we were very happily to criticize like the cliche heel shtick he was doing, but most people weren't. Like most people were fucking eating it up, loving it. Like it was drawing ratings. It was, you know. So the way that people now pretend that like the whole reign was like not good, and
I thought the program was fantastic.
Yeah, like he had the Danielson matches, the Takeshita, like the face-to-face promo with Takeshita was fucking ass, but like the match was really good, and he had a lot of good defenses, man.
The Adam Cole stuff from the time limit draw to up until like All In was like that stuff was good. Post All In is where it was like, all right, what do we?
The early Brochacho stuff was successful and good.
Yeah.
I thought their match with FTR on Collision was really good.
They got too cute with the Brochacho stuff. It's like at first, when they were like, all right, let's do like a skit where you both played the new Fight Forever game, and Max would like open up about never having friends and stuff like that, and he was like, okay, this is fine, it's not what I would book on my wrestling show, but this is fine, and it's advancing the storyline and the connection between the two wrestlers. And then it just it spiraled into going Outback and Paul White dressed as Captain Insano in the ocean, and it just became ridiculously shit. So that's what happened, What can you do? Right. Let's see, we got loads of super chats, man. Hush 499. What do y'all think Fed is doing right to sell out both SmackDown and Raw? I'm surprised with Raw because no Dwayne and they lost Punk too. Just a hot promotion, bro. It's been a hot promotion even before Dwayne came in. Dwayne just sent it over the top, bro.
It's simple as their top wrestlers are really over, and when people are like really over, people will just pay to see them.
A lot of over baby faces in WWE.
Yes.
Like whether it's Uso, Sami, or Cody, and the more obvious ones. Punk, obviously, is injured at the minute. It's good shit. Willie499, appreciate you as always. Y'all are all worried about Mercedes' leg. The way she talked about it during the sit down room has me a little speak, a lot of pressure on the shoulders. No, I'm not worried about it. I think
not worried about it at all. Not even sure.
I'm not going to say that working, actually. Yeah, I'm not worried. Is my quick answer. Jake 199, appreciate you again. I hope Cody doesn't finish his story.
Man, Jake today has been.
Oh my god, what a beast!
Jake is just. Is Jake AO?
No, he's definitely at least trying to be. Showtime Spurs. Showtime Spurs 4,000, appreciate it. The Rock has been propping up his entire Mania build. Imagine a mannerless WWE right now. Fair point, man. It's like it's hard to say he's taken away when he's the best part, you know. Like, Hush 199, appreciate it. Bloodline Civil War, Tonga versus Solo. What's the rating? Tama Tonga versus Solo Sikoa.
1 and 3.
No, it's not that bad.
It's worse.
No, I think it's just a kind of boring nothing match.
Tama Tonga is not a wrestler, but Solo Sikoa is not a good wrestler.
I don't know why you have this agenda like Tama Tonga is not a good wrestler. Like, we haven't seen that good matches.
Here goes Rob's God loss. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Did he even hear what I said? I literally said Tama Tonga is not a bad wrestler, but Solo is not a good wrestler.
Oh, but I'm saying like people are comparing him to Solo, like he's bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bro, like what do you want, bro? He was in God.
Some people don't think Solo's that bad, but
no,
Solo's just boring, and he's been. I think Solo's main thing is that like, he's just boring, and like he's been trained to wrestle that way because of his gimmick and stuff. Where he just kind of like just looks at his form but the thing is, he doesn't have the physical explosiveness that like an Umaga or a Jacob Fatu has. So it just lacks, you know.
And Umaga had more depth to him than just his thumb.
Bro, Umaga was fucking awesome.
He had a thumb, he could talk.
It's a story for another day, you know. Andy 200 Rip, appreciate you guys. The story is Cody versus the Machine. Anyway, the story is Cody versus the Machine anyway, so it's fine for Rock to be the mouthpiece. Thoughts on rest of the Mania build? Drew's integration into this and Becky Rhea, good stories, but STM programs stale. So Jimmy versus Jay, I think has been fine because it's kind of one of those things that looks after itself. It's very easy. They don't really have to do much, and they haven't done much because they haven't had to. Io and Bailey, I've enjoyed that's been a really good build. The most annoying thing about that build for me has been like, bro, it's like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago we boots like they'll have like these like I think it was when Bailey had like a sit down interview, and like she talked about damage control and stuff, and you know it being portrayed, and you know what I mean. Like it was good. It was good shit, bro. You know. Then like damage control like had like a backstage segment where they like kind of like had their replies and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this is good stuff for the build. I come on the timeline, bro, and everyone's just fucking got their fucking pocket watches out. Like, oh, it only got 6 minutes this week, and it's best story in Mania. This is disgrace. It's like, bro, they did something productive with depth to it that built the story. Like, it doesn't matter if it was fucking 30 seconds or 30 minutes of the show. Do you know what I mean? I get it can be more frustrating when Dwayne's around and he just goes 40, but it's like, instead of looking at how much time she has with your fucking stopwatch, like look how much they progress in the story and how productive the segments are.
What did I say earlier, bro? What's killed wrestling is niggas obsessed with the numbers and the watches and the times and stuff, and it applies to this too because people determine how good a SmackDown was by like the amount of time allotted to certain things, and like the fact of the matter is just was the shit that they did on the TV productive and good. And sometimes it isn't, but I think in the case of damage control and Bailey, it's actually been quite good.
Obviously the tag title thing, I kind of dismissed that on one of the earlier podcasts. I think it might have been on Monday or some shit. So the tag title thing, the 6-pack ladder thing, doesn't excite me at all. I think it is a shame that the tag belts have gone from the main event to like an undercard match.
Yeah.
The US title match, I think that I know a lot of people want to see LA Knight versus Logan, but I think Logan versus Randy versus KO. If you think about if you think back to how it's been built with like the KO element of it with Logan, I think it's been built pretty fine. Insert Randy into it because he's got nothing else to do. I love Randy Orton, so that works for me. IC title. I think Sami Zayn versus Gunther has the chance to be like pornography as a match.
Yeah, for sure. To be honest with you, bro,
I think the bill's been pretty good, not amazing, you know.
Bro, here's the thing. I've seen Mania builds where like Braun Strowman was like defending like the honor of idiots everywhere and doing like Nickelodeon segments on TV. You know, like I've seen so many like really actively bad ones. I would say that this one is pretty good considering that like the undercard feuds are solid and then the big stuff with Rock is great. I don't really love a lot of the the SmackDown undercard stuff is kind of like boring. Like LA Knight AJ, I'm just not. It just doesn't feel like WrestleMania to me, you know. But yeah, like generally speaking, bro, like when we discuss like, how good a pay-per-view build is, bro, to me, it's off the strength of like, do I care about your main events that you're pushing? And in this case, I do. And then there's some stuff here and there that's like just kind of up and down. So yeah, we'll see how it continues. But I'm pretty cool with this build, to be honest, generally speaking.
Andy Ruse, $4.99, appreciate it. I think they had one or two matches. Bron Breakker in the potential Meet Madness and Kabuki tag titles would be my guess. The Kabuki tag titles will definitely be on the show if Asuka is fit and ready. Of course, I know there's a bit of an injury scare with her, judging off what we saw on SmackDown. I don't think there's been any reports about it. So yeah, obviously if Asuka can make it, tag titles will be defended, you would assume. Bron Breakker being on the card.
Not happening, bro.
Meet Madness ain't happening. But
it's literally just
Bron Breakker
for Mania peg.
Yeah, that Meet Madness ain't happening. But Bron Breakker, I'd say currently I'm 50-50 whether he'll be on.
Monty, here's the thing, because it was a lot of like Bronson Reed and Ivar and who's the other one, Otis, like pitching it on social media. And I was thinking, I'm like, who would even be the next guy? But I'll tell you this, I would use it as a vehicle to get Bron Breakker over.
You would just have him squash everyone in the match,
brother. I'm 4 guys, 7 minutes, big moves. Bron kills him. I would absolutely do that. Absolutely.
And Bronson Reed, Otis,
and in the words of Rock, you know what they're gonna do about it, Monty? Nothing like.
Based. Jake, 99 again. The Rock's hitting a Tiger Driver 91 on Seth. Bluey, 40 rupees. Agree with Dave on Will versus Cody about charisma. With regarding to charisma.
Cool. I do.
Not like in the slightest.
Will though, and he's a great investment for AEW.
Yeah, he has some charisma. It's just a very different thing. Like Cody's like just an expert level like public talker, you know. So it's like
that kind of politician. You know, yeah.
It's he just has and just kind of the way he carries himself, like he's like a top guy, and that's not to take. It's not anything to take away from Will. It's just that like Cody's one of the few standout people in that department in terms of like charisma, presence, the way he carries himself. Will, Ibu mentioned it earlier. I think he's came so far in the past few years in terms of his promo ability and stuff, because I thought he was genuinely like an ear saw back in the day. So, you know, Will's great. Will's awesome. But when it comes to talking and the way he carries himself, like Cody's like top tier, I think. So, no, I don't agree with Dave Meltzer.
Pretty bad.
Dave was right. Cody bad. Osprey.
Hush 199. Ibu passion rant, but and still.
Oh my god! Yo, my dad came in the room and said my dad came in the room and said, "Yo, nigga, Pedro Morales was boring as fuck, but the only reason we know that nigga is because of the number."
Number's good.
That Yakuza 94 $10.
Let me check Pedro Morales' cage match.
I understand Roman's point of view. He got dogged for years when WWE tried to make him into a face until he couldn't take it anymore and went heel. Then this dork Cody comes in and pulled it off. I'd be mad too. Hey man, Cody's just got it like that, you know. Yam Theodore $2. Needs Seth to curb stop Cody on night 2. Happy birthday, Mountain. That's very aggressive way to wish me happy birthday, you know.
Yo, I went to Pedro Morales' cage match, and
he actually did it.
So Pedro Morales is a 7.2 on cage match, and
Beast.
I went to his match. Beast. That's crazy. I went to his match guide. His highest rated match on cage match is from February 8th, 1971 against Ivan Koloff.
Beast. I was there.
6.63, and then the second best match is against Giant Baba in 74 at a 6.25, best 2 out of 3 falls. I guarantee that shit was 67 minutes. Let's click that real quick.
Bro, I bet it's probably better than like a 6.2 because it's like you gotta watch. I feel like when you go that far back, you really have to watch matches in the context of the time they're happening. You can't go into that comparing it to like a Young Bucks match. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
I have faith that the cage match people going to watch 70s wrestling know this though, you know. But there you go, Giant Pedro Morales on cage match.
Hush 199 with MJF's height. Would WWE even make him a top guy? WWE would definitely make him one of their top guys because it's MJF, man. Like he'd come through eventually, you know. But MJF isn't that small, is he? Only like 5'10".
He's fine, bro. He has enough.
I don't know what his exact shoot height is, and I think it's hard to like, you know, it's hard to kind of gauge people's heights in AEW and how they'll look in WWE because there is a difference, and I'm not one of the people who's like, 5'8", bro. He's like 5'8".
He definitely has lifts in his boots that make him like 5'10".
Beast.
Where are they solos, yo?
You can get them on Amazon. Oh, little ass nigga. Put them on your sneakers.
I'm crying.
Jake 199. Solo is basically plump via. It's very spiteful.
People are saying this.
On some spiteful stuff to know what this Jake is. bro 199. Justice for Chad Gable. Book him like 01 Kurt.
Facts.
Peyton Carter, $10. Appreciate you very much. So, if Cody wins at Mania, fingers crossed he doesn't. Will he move over to SmackDown because they'll be without a world title until a draft? If not, I mean, that's definitely it's something to be intrigued by, but I'm not really sweating it too much. Murph YouTube 499. Ibu, what was it like watching Kobashi live at the Budokan? Always wanted to ask an older fellow who got to see those matches live on tape.
I'll tell you what, man. So I actually first saw him in Sendai, Japan. He was teaming with Tsuyoshi Kikuchi against the Can-Am Express, and my God, the crowd in Sendai was going crazy for Kikuchi, even though Kobashi was the golden boy getting pushed. And when I saw him in the Budokan getting those backdrop drivers from Steve Williams, man, I just thought to myself, I was watching the best match.
All right, bro. All right.
You know.
AO's been called out in the live chat. Do you have a response? AO?
Have I been called out in the live chat?
You've been called out in the live chat. Do you have a response?
It's not a call out. It's a super chat. Yeah.
Drain Brand with your $2 super chat. AO copied my whole X flow word for word, bar for bar. The idea that I copied anyone, it's pretty hilarious.
It is. To be fair.
I see Brits using lingo from places they've never been in their fucking lives, and Drain is one of them. So I don't know. Shout out to Drain. Obviously, this isn't him, but if anybody is anyone's son on the timeline, I have a lot of sons on the timeline. I have a lot of sons and daughters on the timeline. So
yeah,
cry.
AO's not the kind of guy who takes much inspiration from anyway. Just kind of he's doing his thing, you know. You can't imitate this shit, you know. All right, let's wrap it up, man, because this is like the longest podcast we've ever done.
You know, I didn't notice it. It has been. It's because it just feels like a space, kind of.
That's the vibe we're going for though with these Sundays, and it's just kind of like hanging out, letting the live chat carry us, you know. And
let's try to do this shit earlier. I mean, not Ramadan. Like Ramadan will be tough, but like after Ramadan, let's try to do this shit earlier.
It depends on when the girls do goals on Graps because they do 5:30 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
No, they do 5 p.m. Eastern. That's their normal slot, but sometimes they have to move it around because Charlie goes to so many wrestling shows and she gets home late and shit like that. But if she can start at 5 p.m., then we can aim for 6:30, 7. You know, we're a bit late today because I misjudged the time differences. Because we haven't, like, you guys moved like an hour forwards, didn't you? Like a week ago, we still haven't caught up over here in the UK. So, yeah, it was a bit late today. Apologies, and that's why we're a bit late today. You know, the normal aim is 7 p.m., 6:30, 7 p.m. All right. Anyway, waffling. Like, subscribe. Appreciate all the super chats. You've definitely carried us through this nearly 4 hours. Fuck. Oh. We'll be back tomorrow. WrestlePurists Worldwide. Ibu will be joining us as he is breaking fast, so please be patient with him. We've got some really cool stuff coming out this week. Actually, we've got an interview coming out. I'm not going to spoil anything else, but we have an interview that a lot of you guys will pop for. You know, I know. You know, the Lance Archer interview was more of like a niche thing. We've done a few niche ones like Brian Keith and stuff like that, but it's more just kind of like AEW talents that are kind of interested if you specifically are looking for like podcast appearances from them. But I think the one what we've got cooking is not quite MJF level, but I think it's going to pop our audience a lot, you know. So keep an eye out for that next week before Dynamite, fingers crossed. And WrestlePurists Worldwide Monday. Raw Review Tuesday. Dumb Guy Live potentially coming back this week. You know, we got shit popping off, man. We got some shit, but we're gonna start doing some more shorts and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for those on the YouTube channel. I don't know, anything I'm forgetting, it can't be that important. Follow the Twitter page, subscribe, like. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Kurt Angle good.